Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back, finally, to some F125. Yes, it's been a while since I've streamed. I don't think we've streamed in over a week now. I've been taking some time away, just spending Christmas with the family. But I hope we're all doing very well. Pure Muttons, we've got MZ, Matthias, Smurf as well. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the gift that keeps on giving. My attempt at being a streamer. I hope you all had a great Christmas, but hopefully there's still some time for more presents in the form of a good result or a gigantic bottle. It's gonna be one extreme or the other, isn't it, this afternoon? Dart immediately coming in with an 18 months tier 1 sub. Thank you, buddy. 18 months. Get less for tax evasion. As I well know, apparently. That's a good first one of the day, just immediately accusing me of crimes I have not committed. I pay my taxes in full. HMRC are well aware of that. You can. I don't actually. I think because I'm a sole trader, you can't see publicly. My information isn't available. But on HMRC, they can see that I've paid my taxes, paid them on time and in full at every possible opportunity. I'm the UK. Who on earth is Wesley Snipes? Should I know who Wesley Snipes is? Can someone help me with that? Who is Wesley Snipes? Hey, welcome in, random guy. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Maybe not FXE. Thank you for the sub as well, buddy. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, Blade. Okay, he's an actor playing Blade. Let's just take a look then. Let's take a look at what Wesley Snipes looks like. Is this a huge insult, or should I be quite happy about this? Let's find out quickly. Wesley Snipes. we look slightly different. I can't quite put my finger on it, but we do look slightly different. It's more for his criminal record. Okay. How many hours do I have on F125? F125 on Steam. Where can I find? F125 was already in my library. Where is it? It's on sale at the moment, apparently. I have 658 hours. So F125 now has been out for, what, 7 months? End of May, wasn't it? So I've averaged in 7 months about 3 hours a day, every single day on this game. Only 20 hours in the last 2 weeks, though. That average time is going down. Going live when I'm at work. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought a lot of people will still be off work this week, but I know some people have had to go back into the office, which is sad. 922 hours. Good heavens, that's a lot. That's a lot of F125. I've got some Lego I need to build at some point. I guess, chat. This is a debate I'm having in my own head now. Now, please help me with this. Do I still call Matt212 Matt212? Her name is now on the YouTube channel. I think I can use her real name, can't I? Hey, welcome in, Matt. Hope you're doing well, buddy. I had a very wonderful Christmas, mate. I hope you did as well. Harry Cars UK, thank you for the follow. You might have heard Lego, James. James, can I ask, whilst you're here, why did I get a notification on midday on Christmas Day that you were playing F1 2011? Do you eat your Christmas dinner later on in the evening? Like, I looked at that and I was like, I understand like playing F1 2020, or, F1 2016, or F1 2012 or 2013 on Christmas Day. But suffering F1 2011 on Christmas Day seemed pretty brutal, if you ask me. When are you starting to play? Well, we'll jump in pretty soon. I don't celebrate Christmas. Fair enough. Christmas dinner is at 1 PM, chat, and I will not hear otherwise. Christmas dinner is 1 PM, and that is final. Call her Matt212. My sister-in-law's name is Leah, and I get easily confused because I'm... So do I. I get easily confused in my old age. Have it about 6-ish. Christmas dinner should be 1 p.m. In my house this year, it was 10 minutes late, which is pretty good going. So we were sat down for Christmas dinner at 1:10 in the afternoon. I play F125 on PC. I believe as well, chat, actually, whilst I remember. I think I can change... I think we've got the other car now, haven't we? So I'm running the kind of limited edition Miami paint scheme on the car. Although, at some point, I do need to go through and unlock all the new liveries. I will have to do a survival mode stream at some point, because there's not a chance I want to suffer that without you guys there. So, Christmas dinner in my house. Turkey. Pigs in blankets. Roast potatoes. Broccoli. Carrots. Sometimes cabbage. I really like cabbage, personally. I know that's probably a bit weird, but I really like cabbage. We don't have Yorkshires. What else do we have? We have, like, red cabbage, but I don't really eat that. Cheesy leeks, but I don't really eat that. Gravy, of course. But nothing... I don't think it's anything too crazy. Survival is actually quite easy at the moment. Is it? Have they made it quite easy this week? I might have to have a look at that then. So, for a bit of an update as well, Matt212 has gone out shopping today. She's in Cardiff. Hence why I decided to stream this afternoon rather than this evening. Because we're out this evening. So, we're going to try, and hopefully, obviously, Singapore's quite a long race. So I might have to get on with it a little bit. Because I don't know what time she's coming home. And I've got to pick her up from the train station. So that might be a little bit awkward if I get a text. And I've got to, like, try and wrap up the race quite quickly. Because I need to go pick up Matt212. Yeah, we don't have Yorkshires with our Christmas dinner. It's something that I keep claiming we should have, but my parents don't. Which is a bit of a shame. Oh, yeah, I haven't had enough DNFs like I did last year. That was throughout F124's life cycle, though. So, I mean, by the time F125 is wrapped up in 2027, I probably should have enough DNFs to be able to do another one. She did take her passport over the border on the train. What did Santa get me for Christmas? Chat, give me 1 second. I was going to wait to show these when we do a Daytona stream in a few weeks. Bear with me. I'm going to show you what I got. Now, I'm not going to put them on for obvious reasons at the moment, because we're kind of, you know, it's the middle of the day. You are going to love this. Are you ready? I was given, by Matt212's parents, adults Lightning McQueen pyjamas. Look at that! I didn't even know it was a thing. So, when I have to do, like, a night stint at Daytona, or something like that, we have got Lightning McQueen pyjamas. And, obviously, trousers as well. Apparently they're actually quite difficult to find in an adult size, because not that many adults wear Lightning McQueen pyjamas. But that was so cool. Why don't you have new shoes? I don't need new shoes. These are fine. These are absolutely fine for what we're doing. Although I have got some slippers now, actually. So maybe I could wear those as well. Liam Lawson, I'm sure, is very jealous. Very, very jealous of my new pyjamas. But yeah, when we do like Daytona 24 in a few weeks, if I've got to do a night stint, I shall be wearing those. So I'm looking forward to it. I was joking about that. No, I'm not joking about my Lightning McQueen pyjamas. They're incredible. Right, should we actually get on and do something, chat, rather than just sit in F1's main menu? I've been live for nearly 15 minutes. And we haven't actually started anything. Right, I got to remember to do the intro first, because we are steadily getting these videos actually out live on YouTube as well. So I gotta make sure that I keep introing the videos. Hello everyone and welcome back to round 18 of our F125 Nico Hulkenberg career mode. Yes, we return this weekend to the Singapore Grand Prix. Of course, the flyaway leg of the campaign has now begun. It's been a little while since I did Baku. I genuinely don't remember where I finished actually last weekend out. We came 7th in Azerbaijan. I believe that's our second 7th place finish of the campaign. After we finished there in Montreal as well. Max Verstappen, though, he is still comfortably out in front in the World Championship after yet another victory last weekend as well. He has got a 69-point lead over Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc as well. Oscar Piastri still in P4 ahead of Russell. We are now 4 points back ahead of Lewis Hamilton and obviously comfortably ahead of Yuki Tsunoda as well. So I think our goal this year is to try and beat out Yuki come the end of the campaign. Bortoletto, though, does actually seem to be able to pick up some decent results as well. So he's up to 12th overall in the championship. We are 21 points behind Mercedes at this stage of the campaign. So fingers crossed. I mean, look at the vehicle performance. We are now 4th best overall. We are better than Mercedes at this stage of the campaign. So as we return to Singapore, this is one of the most brutal and unforgiving tracks on the F1 calendar. Hopefully, we can just try and survive. Of course, if you're new, please make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed. We're trying to get to 20k at the moment as well. Also, make sure you drop me a follow on Twitch. We're trying to reach 10k over there. But, yeah, without further ado then, let's head out back to Marina Bay. I haven't done an intro in so long, chat. I'm happy I nailed that. I'm happy I nailed that. Mr. Crab, thank you for the follow, buddy. I appreciate it. Bro, you look like LeBron James. Right, let's do this thing, chat. I gotta sort out a couple of admin bits before we get into it. We should keep the DRS open for 60 seconds. I guess we'll aim to out-qualify Bortoletto. 6 laps without penalties, that should be doable. 50 seconds in 5th gear, that should definitely be doable. And I think that's all of them. Are we ready to go? I mean, we've got a bit of time before this race. There are rumoured to be some reg changes as well, ready for next season. So I'm just trying to do as many chassis upgrades as I can. Because I think that's where the car is still at its weakest. So I think we'll do that. I can't afford to, though. So is there anything on offer? No. We'll do DRS mechanism then. That should be good. Hopefully we'll get a couple more upgrades on before this weekend. Fingers crossed. Wonderful. Oh, that's annoying.
Okay, mate, I know
one of them
we're
worked, one of them
expecting
failed.
some new developments to come through, but I'm afraid to say that some of them have failed quality control.
I have not got the R&D for that.
To redevelop via the R&D screen.
Right, are we ready to go then? I think we're ready to go, aren't we? Yeah, we're good. We're good. Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. Do you think F1 should bring back classic tracks? Absolutely. Absolutely. I did actually have a voice crack on an intro I did a couple of weeks ago, but then obviously, the really annoying bit as well, it was right at the end of the intro, but I still had to redo the whole thing. Really? Really? Man. Why? Why, F1? What is that? So it's dry to wet to dry to wet. Should we just call it a day there? Oh, man. I hate this game. I've not played this game much recently, and I have not missed it with weather like that. That is brutal. Absolutely brutal. I currently support Ferrari. Because Hamilton went there. So, we wanted to inform you about some reg changes next season. Multiple areas of R&D. So I guess from now on then, we are on save all the R&D we possibly can. Let's be fair. It's a matter of when, not if, we get knocked out of the championship battle. So I guess obviously we focus on next season. If we could beat Mercedes, though, that would be quite useful. Hopefully we can beat Mercedes come the end of the campaign. Because that would be huge for Sauber. I would assume that'll be the first time since, what, like 2007? When Mercedes... sorry, not Mercedes. I don't know. I don't think Sauber have ever outfinished Mercedes in F1. I was thinking of McLaren, but I think we're good. Since when does it rain in Singapore? It rains quite a lot in Singapore.
It's hot, it's humid, it's one of the most
But it's just
physical
Formula
and
One.
mental
Genuinely,
challenges of the
Formula
war.
One just got
It's
really lucky
Singapore.
for
Welcome
basically
to
a
free
decade
practice.
that it never rained during the Grand Prix. Yeah, BMW Sauber was gone though before Mercedes came in. Apart from there was the overlap in 2010, but that wasn't really BMW Sauber anymore.
Okay, give me a quick radio check,
We need
please.
an
Radio
IRL
check.
go-karting stream. That would be quite fun. I don't know how you'd stream that, but that would be quite good fun. But there's like one kart track near where I live, and it's a bit bad. I don't even know if it's still open, to be completely honest.
I've had a chat with the R&D team about the new parts, and we're happy that they've been integrated into the car okay.
I mean, you're going to run
With
max
any luck,
downforce
you'll be able
here.
to feel the improvement, so go and give them a try.
The thing is, the Sauber might genuinely be quite good here or terrible. Around the high downforce circuits this year, it's either been really good or really bad. So I'm a little bit nervous about how we're going to get on. But I guess with all the changeable conditions as well, it's just going to be about survival. But we'll wait and see. Infamous Cal HD Sauber chair watch days. God, I remember Cal HD. Wonder what he's doing with his life now. I don't know if he was doing some bits with like Arab and stuff for a while. You're gonna lose. Probably. Every Formula 1 driver in history has lost more than they've won. And that's just a fact of the sport. Nobody has over a 50% win rate. I must admit though, I don't mind running the special livery this weekend, but it's not particularly different, is it? It just looks like someone sneezed on the car. Matt212 is still in the process of forgiving me for those comments during the F1 Race Stars video. But it was really good fun to do. I think she did quietly quite enjoy doing it as well. I think she was just so nervous about going on a video. But I think now she's kind of done it once. It's kind of that like initial nerves, and then kind of once you've done it, you're like, oh, that wasn't so bad actually. I mean, yeah, the Sauber is going to be loose and lively around here. So it is going to be about managing it. That being said, though, it should be... Normally this is a track where the AI aren't that great. So especially over one lap, as long as I don't mess it up, we should have decent pace around here. We should be pretty good. Also, chat, before I forget, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching this on TikTok or Kick, please come over to Twitch. We are really, really close to getting partnered now. So I need to try and get the average viewers up to 75, and then we should hopefully get Twitch partnered. So please do consider watching the stream on Twitch as well, at Matt212. It would be greatly, greatly appreciated. I mean, it's definitely... I mean, we're going out in FP1. Out in FP1, also in a Sauber on hard tyres. It's going to be a little bit slidey, isn't it? What are the blue box things on the track? Where on earth do you mean? Does it mean I can be mean to TikTok again? Perhaps. Oh, that's what... Did I get Race Labs up already? I don't think I did I? We'll throw out Race Labs. What racing sim do I have? In terms of, like, my rig, or... I have a Track Racer TR8, I believe. Very, very good rig. Would recommend. Pretty sturdy with all the Fanatec gear. So yeah, we're gonna have to try and target as much R&D as we can between now and the end of the campaign. I don't use any mods on this series. This is just vanilla F1 25. Racing gloves is wild. Very, very useful. It protects my wheel from sweat. So it basically, I mean, this steering wheel alone is about £300. So it basically stops it from getting destroyed. Like, if I'm doing, like, this race might take us 2 hours. I'm going to be getting very, very sweaty in that time. So I'd rather protect my wheel. One driver has a 50%. Was it Fangio? I know was close to 50. I thought he won 24 of 49 though. So it was like 47%. Or is it like one of the guys that did the Indy 500? Because I'm sure there were a couple of those that only would have ran like the Indy 500 twice whilst it was in F1. Birchie Gaming, thank you for the follow, buddy. I appreciate it. Get a spare t-shirt for the ocean for your armpits. This t-shirt's pretty, it's quite thin, it's quite breathable. So I should be okay. Maybe for the Singapore Grand Prix I need to get myself like an ice bath. You know, really kind of embrace the experience. Chris, Jacob as well, thank you for the follows. Like I said, I'm so rusty on F1 25. I probably have not played the game properly in over a week, I wouldn't have thought. Or about a week. Which is most definitely the longest break I've had for it so far this year. But we're streaming today, we should be streaming tomorrow, and then Friday as well we'll be doing the whole career mode. I've got a few bits going on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, so... Why am I not in Creator Series? I am in Creator Series. And I'll most likely be signing up for next season, whenever that may be. I'm looking forward to it when it comes back. Really looking forward to it. I feel like I have improved a lot. And it will be intriguing to see once we kind of go back to equal cars if I'm more competitive. Ultimately, you know, I don't think I've got the pace to like win championships or anything like that, but like last season I finished top 10 in the end with 2 DNSs, a glitch that meant I DNF'd, and a lap 1 DNF as well, where I got taken out, so... To still finish top 10 despite effectively not finishing 40% of the races, I was pretty happy with. For kind of like a first full-time campaign, I was happy. Oh, don't cut that final corner. Track limits here are unforgiving. Brawn GP has a 100% championship rate. They didn't have over a 50% win rate though. They only won, what, 7 of the 19 races that year? Oh no, 8 wasn't it? Jensen won 5, Rubens won 3? I think? I know they didn't win more than half the Grand Prix that year though. Or did Jensen, sorry, did Rubens only win 2? 8 out of 17, okay. Yeah, I feel like, again, by doing more like 100% races and things like that, track limits have definitely got better. I mean, I'm now running strict track limits on every series I do on this game. So that has been a huge, huge improvement. So I feel like I am definitely getting there. This is the Miami Special Livery, and to make things confusing, I'm running it at Singapore. Hunted Raptor, thank you for the follow, buddy. I appreciate it. So we are still trying to get to 10k followers on Twitch. Sadly, it's not going to happen this year, unless something absolutely unbelievable happens. But hopefully early 2026 we'll get it. At least we're pretty consistent so far. I think that was 3 fairly close lap times. Yeah, Singapore. Singapore this weekend, with mixed conditions, it's going to be lethal. So, what are we looking at pace-wise? Quarter of a second up. Fastest in all 3 sectors, that's normally a pretty good sign. Seem to be not as strong Sector 3, but... Hey, thank you for the sub as well, Andrew. I appreciate it, buddy. Disable the racing line. Where do you think the racing line is? There isn't a racing line. I've been to a few F1 Grand Prix. The most recent one I went to was Monza 2023. That was really good fun. I haven't been to any, though, in the last couple of years. Just because other life stuff's got in the way. I just haven't had an opportunity to. 2024, of course, you know, pretty much all of my savings were going to Australia. And then, obviously, this year, moving out, we have not had the money. We've kind of ummed and ahed about whether we might be able to get to a Grand Prix next year. But honestly, we'll wait and see. Unless, of course, there's any sponsors out there that want to ship me out somewhere. I can make some content. Mamala, thank you for the follow. I'm probably butchering your name, but I appreciate it. Oh, yeah, it's definitely still slidey on the back end. The rear of this car does not give you confidence around here. Maybe it's just a free practice thing, but it definitely still feels slidey. If Max got out of the way, that would be useful. He heard me! Thank you, Max. We're clawing back a little bit of time, actually. I know you guys can't see it, but we're less than a tenth down now. I'm going to have to send it flat out through the final corner. And hope that we can make up a little bit more. Like I said, I don't think we'll be the fastest car here, but we shouldn't be a million miles off. Flat out. Ugh, back end, don't do a stroll. Ah, that's annoying.
That's the test over, but I'm afraid we didn't get what we needed. We're going to have
that's
to run
annoying.
it again.
Yeah, a few tenths out, though. I don't think sensibly I'm going to worry about trying to chase that. I'm happy. I'm happy with that one. What's top of my wish list for F1 27? Completely revamped career mode. Fixed online. None of the glitches that we've had for like the last 10 years. Classic content would be a nice to have, but not a requirement. A bit like, I don't know how many of you guys have played like NASCAR 25, but I just really want to see a good, solid foundation that they can work on again. I think that's the big thing. That's what I want to see next year. Just, you know, it doesn't have to be the best F1 game ever. It just needs to show good signs of promise. The online needs to be a lot better. The handling model needs to be a bit better. All that kind of thing. There you go. We're 2.4 seconds up then. But we are the only one, I think, that's done a really aggressive run. Ooh, pardon me. I mean, 1.3 of that's been found in Sector 2, which is pretty good going. NASCAR 25, I really enjoy. It can get a little bit repetitive, but I do quite like it still. I'm enjoying, because I'm a fan of NASCAR anyway, I'm enjoying kind of that grind to try and become world champion. Rami Dan, thank you for the follow. Portimao should be on F1 27. If it's coming back, it should be in there. Are we ready for qualifying, chat? I think we are. I don't think I can sensibly get that delta. So I've got all the other R&D that I can. We learned a lot about the track. I think we're ready to go for qualifying. So we'll run it back. Obviously, full qualifying in this series, so I've got to make sure that I keep it tidy. 1.4 seconds faster.
For more Formula.
I have been to the Silverstone Museum. It was quite a while ago now, but I did enjoy it. It is good. Right. Not much R&D. That's a bit of a shame. Is that enough to fix that one upgrade? I don't know. I'll have a look after quali.
As night falls in Singapore, the track starts to warm up.
Right, come on then, chat. Get your predictions in. If you're on Twitch, you can bet your noggins right now. If you're on TikTok, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Kick, let me know down in the comments below. Where do you think we're going to qualify for the Singapore Grand Prix? I reckon 4th. I reckon we're going to be up towards the front. Telemetry app is called Race Labs. It is not free and it is PC only. I finished my can of Coke. Let's go. Let's get on this. Is there any... I don't think there's any chance of rain in qualifying. I think we're good there. SWM, thank you for the follow, buddy. I appreciate it. Yeah, no chance of rain in qualifying then. So hopefully we'll make it at Q1 on mediums. I mean, the thing is now, unironically, this Sauber is actually a very good car. So we should... I mean, both Bortoletto and I should be making Q3 regularly. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but it should happen. P11. I'll be gutted if we end up P11.
Right, that's us down into P16 now.
I mean, I think, yeah, like I said, the car's pretty good. The track is normally not one of the AI's best, but this Sauber is a little bit slip-slidey as well. So it will just be about the confidence we've got in the car, but hopefully Q1 won't be much of a concern. Let's see what we can do then. Really having to kind of dance the car around on the back end a little bit. But first lap in anger here from Singapore. Try and get the car as wide on the entry into turn 1. Obviously attack those curbs, but don't overdo it. This doesn't have to be the greatest run in the world. As long as we make Q2, that's all that really matters. I'm happy just to keep a little bit of pace hidden from my rivals. Learn how much battery we can use and where. There you go, immediately purple sector 1. A little bit wide. Yeah, it definitely feels a lot better now on Saturday night. Friday the car felt a bit slip-slidey. But as the grip's ramped up, it feels a lot better. As Verstappen goes fastest. So that's kind of the benchmark we're chasing at the moment. Whoa, no. Ow. Yeah, this lap's not been great. A little bit slip-slidey, a little bit unlucky with a couple of the curves. Get the power down, though. Yeah, only green sector 2. That's not a shock. Now, the game normally says you want to run wide into here, but I don't think you do. I like to hug the inside there. I think, again, the Sauber can just be so sensitive with curves. That's kind of the big one with it. Oh, I'm not brave enough. Not brave enough. Big snap still through that final corner, but we'll gather it up. We go P7. Slower than Hamilton, quicker than Antonelli. That's not bad for a first run. That's really not bad for a first run. Is Yuki?
Okay,
oh, I thought that was second.
Of...
It was actually 12th, so not ideal. Will, thank you for the follow, buddy. Wait, we got raided? Sorry, chappers. I didn't see that one come through, buddy. I hope you had a good stream. Sorry, but I was in the zone trying to do my qualifying lap. But I hope you're doing well. How do you know when to use brakes? Practice. Practice, practice, practice. Do I need to go for another run? Happy to hear it, buddy. Happy to hear it. Hopefully if CS comes back up, then we'll get some more battles going. You and I. Further proof Matt doesn't listen to his mods. It's because I've messed up the way round that the notifications are coming through. So I didn't see it. Direct query. Thank you for the follow as well, buddy. I appreciate it. This is full qualifying. So I might not need to go for another run in Q1. Both Bortoletto and I look pretty safe. Actually, I want to do one more. I just want to make sure I've got my eye in. We'll go out for one really kind of last-ditch run right at the end. Just so we can try and see how competitive we really are. Right, let's go. Bad streamer. Yeah, end of Jan, start of Feb. I did wonder whether they might do a kind of full-blown 2026, so Grand Prix weekends, because obviously we're not getting a new game, just running like a full season over the course of the entire year. That would be quite cool, I think. But it might well be, of course, if someone starts walking away with it on a 24-race season, it gets a little bit boring. But I think that'd be really cool. 100% races every weekend IRL. Come on then, let's find a bit more time. I can't remember how much we need to go to the top of the board, but I think it was about 8/10. I'm already caught of a second up in Sector 1. I didn't feel like I made any real errors in Sector 1 last time. It's also just ideal in case I do end up getting eliminated, or I get put in the drop zone, but I think we're good. Oh, there you go, a second up already. Time's coming to us. Well, don't make errors like that. Whoa. There you go. See, look at that. Yeah, this should hopefully put us top of the board. As long as they don't mess up the final few corners, this should be fastest. .3 seconds clear. Hopefully final corner's completely flat this time. Let's wait and see. Nope, still not brave enough. But we find a bit more as well. 28-0, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. That should put us P1. Dan, thank you for the follow. And So Legit Rage. I appreciate it. 8/10 of a second though, chat. That's pretty good going. That fills me with confidence. That felt like a good lap, a tidy lap, but nothing like too crazy. It's a lap that I could emulate. AI is set to 110. Just the AI suck at Singapore. Or they can do. So, Albon out, that's quite a shock. Doohan, not really a shock. Stroll, and then, again, the V-carbs are terrible on this game. Although, Hadjar did outqualify Lawson by 1/1000th of a second, which is pretty good going. Bortoletto's going to be close if he can make Q3 or not. It's going to be tight for him. But, yeah, for Hulk, oh, that's pretty kind of, that sets the tone, doesn't it, hopefully? That is very much a warning shot to everybody else. Difficulty is, yeah, set to 110.
Okay, mate. Radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Brake pedal tips, honestly, with like load cell, you've just got to get used to it. It's so different to anything else. So it is a bit weird to try and get used to. But when you do, it's just, you got to remember with a load cell, it's not how far you press it, it's how much pressure you put through the brake. So you've kind of just got to adapt to that. Hey, welcome in, Callum. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Have you tried F1 Clash? Not really. I've never really got much into many mobile games.
We've dropped to P15.
I do have Gran Turismo. I'll tell you what, fun fact, it's the only reason I bought PS5 was to play Gran Turismo 7. And I do want to get back into it next year. There's just so many games I want to get into next year. This is the problem I've got. I want to get back more into LMU. I want to play more Gran Turismo. Forza Horizon 6 is on the way. So there's so many games I kind of want to try out, and I just do not have the time. I did consider doing like some of the Gran Turismo competitive events that they run, like not to try and qualify for the World Championship or anything, but they're Wednesdays and Saturdays, and they're just two really awkward days for me. Oh no, oh, I thought that was going to be lap gone then. I need to get this lap converted because I want to have 2 sets of tyres for Q3. I can leave it in 4 through there, definitely. Gotta get right up close to those walls though. And be careful that you don't cut that corner. It is doable somehow. Doesn't look it, but it is. Oh, come on. There you go. Beautiful. That was nice and tidy on the throttle though on the exit. Haven't gone purple, but we are still green in both sectors. And 1.4 seconds up on Antonelli. So this is going to hopefully be like a mid to low 28 still. It's just someone clearly, and probably Verstappen, has absolutely nailed it. Get right up against those walls. Flat. 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 There you go. 28-0. Norris, though. 27-8. So Norris has found another second based on his Q1 run. That's very good going. That's pretty incredible, actually. What PC do I have? The one that I'm playing F1 on is a R9 5950X Ryzen with an RTX 3090. It was basically the best PC you could buy about 4 years ago. And I do want to upgrade the graphics card on it. I just haven't got round to it yet. I do want to get a 5090 at some point. I feel like, yeah, they have definitely made some tweaks to the game. I feel like Kimi is a bit better, but George is often a bit worse. But yeah, Kimi definitely seems to have been buffed. The other big one I noticed was Baku now. Tyre wear is awful. So they've definitely made some tweaks to the game more recently. But yeah, I mean, look at that Lando. Nothing up Sector 1, 1/10 Sector 2, nothing up Sector 3. So it is fine margins at the front, but clearly we're not just going to cakewalk this. As Verstappen is actually under pressure. Where is Bortoletto on track? I could try and give him a slipstream. Is he out there? Oh, I'm going to head out and try and give Bortoletto a tow. Just to see if I can help him. No, where is he? He's on his outlap. So I'll wait for him to get a bit further round. Oh, he's going, chat. Right, get on the medium. I should have set this up better. I'm trying to help Bortoletto. Yeah. Drive out.
Right, the car's ready.
We did this in Baku and it worked quite well. I did help him out, but I'm worried here I haven't given ourselves enough time. Yeah, I'm kind of there going a 59. I messed that up. Bortoletto's already gone, chat. Damn it. That's annoying. That's the end of Q2. Jono, thank you for the follow, buddy. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't need to upgrade anything else at the moment. Where I only use this PC to play games. Like, most stuff, like a new CPU and stuff won't make much difference. But, because then I'd have to do motherboard and RAM and everything else. And, but if you've seen RAM prices at the moment, it's ludicrous. So, yeah, I'm not going to do that. Good news for us, though. Both Mercs out. So it was both Mercs, both Haskars out in Q2. Unfortunately, Bortoletto also out. So we should hopefully outscore Mercedes by quite a lot this weekend. Both Red Bulls just squeezed by. Gasly as well, all the way down in P9. So, yeah, Verstappen has another stinker in Q3. It could mean for Lando and Charles, they've got an opportunity to take points out of him. Like I said, it's a question of when rather than if we get knocked out of the Drivers' Championship. But I'm just going to try and keep going as best as I can. Fern Andrew, thank you for the follow, buddy. Do you stream every day this time? So I normally stream Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and then occasionally Saturdays. But sometimes it's earlier on in the day, other times it's in the evening. I do post up my schedules on my Discord, so if you want to join that, by all means. But yeah, my schedule does change around a little bit. So I'm going to do that then. If we can get like a 27.5 first run, that'll be ideal. Not convinced it's going to happen, but we'll give it a whirl. Logitech G29 is a great budget wheel. Would recommend. Chris, thank you for the primer, buddy. I appreciate it. I need to put my schedule up on Twitch. When we get into the new year, that's one of my big things. I need to be better at scheduling out my Twitch streams. But they will be on there. All of my live streaming is done on Twitch, so it's the best place to follow us. So Piastri immediately, 28 flat. The goal is a 27. McLaren do seem to have ramped it up. Lines like that through turn 1 will not help. Norris, 27.9 again. This will be where Verstappen does like a 27.4 or something. It's the kind of thing Max will do on this game. Just randomly post up a time half a second quicker than anybody. Although this is normally quite a good McLaren track on this game. Don't corner cut. Really got to try and maximise the width. This problem as well, it's just more difficult to be consistent in the Sauber. Just where the car moves around a lot more underneath you, it's harder to hit lap times on repeat. What do I think about Cadillac in 2026? I know as well as anybody else how well they're going to do. I've got no idea. I'm looking forward to it, though. Right, plenty of battery down towards those final couple of corners. Luckily, Piastri, I think, is going to be out of the way. Right, we've got to keep it pinned again. Oh, don't let the car get wide. Oh!
Nice work.
I thought that was pole, chat. I thought that was pole after the first runs. Despite the mistake down at turn 1. Oh, that is so close. So close to Norris. Oh, man, that's frustrating. Random Drifter, come on, you Spurs. Band and Olsku. Thank you for the follows. I appreciate it. If you come over to my Twitch, there should be a link. Someone will be able to send you a link to the Discord. If you're using that view, just use controller. I like racing cockpit cam. It's just people don't enjoy watching it as much. Right. We got one chance to try and claim pole. Verstappen looks to be pretty good as well, but I mean it's really a four car fight here. Alonso, oh pardon me, Alonso there as well. 4 tenths off is pretty good going. But we need to dig deep. This needs to be the lap of my life here from Singapore. We've got to try and absolutely nail this one. There is some traffic around, so hopefully that's not going to affect us. I should have enough time. I think I've got enough time. Cam settings, I believe, are completely default. Just standard T-cam, if I'm not mistaken. I don't tend to change my camera settings up too much. Right, come on then. Let's see what we can do. I need to find 1/100th of a second. No, I don't. I need to find more. Verstappen's gone fastest. Oh, again.
Radar suggests some weather's going to hit in around 5 minutes.
Norris as well, even
Stay on your
faster.
toes.
We almost drift towards the back of sights. Oh, that could have been track limits. I think we got away with it though. 3 tenths up already? Okay. Come on. Nice and tidy. Nice and tidy. Little bit of understeer through there. Ugh. Oh, I got wobbly. Don't corner cut. Oh, I really had to second guess that. Oh, I threw away bags of time through there. I'm continuing to throw away bags of time. Come on! I've bottled the second half of this lap so far, but it's not over. Singapore it's up there with Monaco as like one of the best tracks for qualifying. When you get a lap hooked up, it is so satisfying. Oh, not like that though. Come on, final corner. Come on, use some battery.
Good job, team. 1 more to go.
Oh, third. Damn it. That must be so close. That must be so close.
With qualifying complete,
Oh!
all that remains now is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Oh, man, we tied with Max. We tied with Max. Oh, man. Norris, though, good effort. I mean, we bottled pole. There was definitely a pole lap in her, but... Oh, that is so gutting. Half a tenth away from fastest, and you end up on the second row of the grid. It is what it is, though. We've got to work with it as we head into the Grand Prix. Lando Norris, though. 3 cars from 3 different teams, all inside your top 3. Charles Leclerc as well, not a million miles away, but definitely struggling a bit in that Ferrari. Although, to be fair to Leclerc, he put a second on Lewis. So that is a very, very good effort by Charles as well. Alonso, he'll be a little bit gutty. He was right up towards the sharp end, but will end up P6. There's no surprise. Pierre Gasly down in last spot of your top 10. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. But now it's time for the race. That is gutting. Absolutely gutting. If we'd found 1/1000th, we would have gone quicker than Max. And I know the game can be a little bit buggy with things like that as well. Right, can I do anything with the car? I think, can I afford that aero upgrade now? Oh, we're 20 R&D down. Damn it. That's annoying. Yeah, there's definitely nothing else we can do. I haven't actually got many more upgrades that I can do on the car. Oh, sorry, my sister's just texted me. Give me 1 second. It's not in urgent as such. But I probably ought to get back to her. Ooh, come on. Nico Hulkenberg. Right, we ready? I think we're ready. Let's do this. Let's just do what we can. Yeah, you can do upgrades during a race weekend. It makes very little difference, but you can just do it. It's just whilst I remember, to be honest. Yeah, I was actually ordering a triple cheese pizza from Domino's. Good heavens. It is a 100% race. Good lap at Austria, honestly, depends on your car upgrades and everything like that. 110 AI is the difficulty. Oh yeah, chat. There you go. Thank you, Dart. I appreciate it. I don't want this
hosted a Grand Prix that briefly ran in the 60s and 70s, but the Garden City re-entered the calendar for good in 2008. We missed it for a couple of years, but it was great to come back to the Singapore Grand Prix. And here's our track, 4.94 kilometers long, and overtaking chances into the first corner, into turn 14 at the end of the Esplanade, and now into turn 16 in the newly reprofiled sector that we first ran on in 2023. Still though, it's punishing and tough on the brakes, and the heat and humidity will take an effect on our drivers. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session.
Would you change your career commentators from Crofty to Alex Jakes? Honestly, I've really considered it. I just haven't got round to it.
Edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have...
Hey, I'm doing very well, thanks, Prods. I hope you're doing well, buddy.
Charles Leclerc and
happy
Fernando
birthday
Alonso.
to your sister.
Sonoda, Sainz, Hamilton.
What's the difference between Moser and Fanatec?
Gasly,
My Moser
Russell,
works on PlayStation
Antonelli,
and Xbox, which is
Esteban
useful
Ocon,
for me.
And Behrman.
I would say
Albon,
Moser is slightly better value for money, but I do still quite like
and
Fanatec.
Gabriel Bortoletto. Hadja and Liam Lawson rounds off the grid.
Ryan, thank you for the follow. And Agosto Racing.
Let's see who can prevail today. Alongside me here in the commentary box today, former racing driver extraordinaire Naomi Schiff. So we're getting close to the...
Oh. They've broken that as well, chat. I don't know if anybody else has found this, but every single time now, they cut off Crofty's pre-race stuff.
Season. Everybody in this garage is desperate for that Constructors' Championship, and today's results could well go a long way to helping us get there. Good luck.
Okay, so first of all, they cut Crofty off. Second of all, there's 7 races to go. Third of all, I'm pretty certain we are basically mathematically out of the championship. F125 is so broken, man. So broken. It's kind of hilarious. Absolutely incredible. Zebra, thank you for the follow, buddy. I appreciate it. I mean, strategy tonight, I've just got no idea. I've genuinely just got no idea. This is going to be such a marathon race. Like, do we just start on hards? I think we start on hards, see how far we can take them. Pray that the rain comes a little bit later on. And then, like, after that, it's going to be a guessing game, isn't it? We just don't know. So I'm going to try and do that. I don't think we're going to need much spare fuel, but the Sauber is a bit of a drinker. So I think I'm going to leave 3 laps of spare fuel in. This will unironically be one of the longest races we do all campaign. I think, yeah, we'll start on the hards because I don't think we're going to get any chance later on to use them. I don't think there's going to be any long enough, dry enough period in this race. Right, come on then, let's do this thing. Singapore Grand Prix then. Everybody around me is on medium. It's 5 red lights. There's lights out and away we go there. Verstappen, what a start! The Dutchman immediately moves up to P1. Everybody on the inside line actually getting a pretty good launch there, as that'll be Alonso as well, who jumped Leclerc. So as Max and Lando still wheel to wheel up the front of the order, I have lost 1 place then off the start, but hopefully we can try and keep it clean and tidy. Lando, though, able to hang on around the outside of the Dutchman, so very, very good kind of recovery off the first couple of corners there. Can I try and get a bit of a run on Piastri? He's running very much less downforce than me, but we will still have a look to the inside. Oh, close to wheel-to-wheel contact there, but we'll get away with it. And the outside through the next corner, I don't fancy the chances there. So we'll just try and... I mean, we're still side by side, come on. Let's see if we can try and make this work. Immediately then, we're letting Verstappen and Lando break free, but still side by side. Whoa, Piastri! Wanted to try and turn in on me there as he runs a bit wide through the exit of the corner. After, well, I felt like there wasn't much more I could have done to avoid the contact other than back out earlier, but I'm not going to back out in that kind of battle. We're in a lucky position where I haven't got much to lose in this championship, so it's either going to be we finish like 5th, 6th or 7th, isn't it, against Russell and Lewis. So in the end then, after a lot of squabbling, top 4 have remained exactly the same. I have just got to make sure though, yeah, we're already down into no overtake mode. But early laps are going to be tough. We'll get a weather update as quickly as we can. But yeah, early laps will be tough here. We'll have to find out when the rain's on the way.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
Let's try once I get into a corner. Sorry, out of a corner even. Try and get a weather update then. You can't do it on lap 1 on this game, annoyingly. You have to wait for lap 2.
Okay, expect to see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now. Okay,
how can it say
like
that?
The best tyre for now.
Rain is going to arrive in the second half of the Grand Prix. 1.5 hour race, it's going to arrive in 15 minutes. What is that? Hopefully it's going to be a little bit longer than that, but that's ridiculous.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
Hey, welcome in, OP Joe. Hope you're doing well, buddy. I apologise as well, chat. Singapore is not the easiest circuit to read messages. I will try to as best as I can, but Singapore, of course, there's quite a lot of corners here, so I don't get too many opportunities to read chat. F1 drivers do not use traction control or ABS. Fun fact, actually, chat. I went to take Leah, Matt212, to the train station earlier on. Dropped her off, was coming home, and I went to change the setting in my car. So it's got like Eco Pro, Comfort and Sport. I went to change it to Eco Pro just because I was in some traffic. And so I pressed it and it was like traction control disabled. I was like, what? No. Please no. So then I clicked it again and it went traction control disabled. I was like, no, I want it back on if I can. I appreciate I don't really need it at 20 miles an hour, but I was like, maybe on the motorway, you know, you hit a puddle, something like that. Could come in handy. I pressed it once more, and it went traction control off. I was like, what? Is it just permanently disabled now? Like, what's going on? So luckily I was at a set of lights, so I shut her off and turned her back on again. And then I pressed it once more and it went traction control enabled. I was like, good. I won't touch any more buttons. I have a BMW M140i. And no, I'm not a drug dealer. Before someone inevitably asks the question. Ugh, come on. Yeah, we might have already bottled the tyre strategy a little bit. I think we should be okay. I think we should be fine. I definitely, yeah, I wanted the traction control on. The thing is as well, like, it's one of those things. Like, if you go on Instagram, the amount of videos you can find of 140i's, normally in Bradford, trying to do a getaway and then crashing straight into a lamppost.
5 seconds. Okay, so
I'm sure if I was really careful, I could drive it without traction control. But I'm kind of there going, on UK roads with potholes and, you know, wet leaves and things like that at this time of the year, I'm always there just going, why would you? What's the point? Anybody have any tips for Jeddah? Matt212 setups over on YouTube if you want. I've got a setup for Jeddah available. That might give you a bit of a helping hand. I'm going to be bringing those back hopefully next week, by the way. I know I took a bit of time off from the setups over the winter, but I will be bringing the setups back. So Max has re-jumped Lando then, and is gone, basically. I don't think Lando's got the pace to keep up with him. But I think Max is also banking on the rain coming early. I think Lando's just trying to look after his tyres a bit more. But until that rain does arrive, this is probably going to be a bit of a race where everybody settles in. But, I mean, Max is going to win this championship. We know that. He's been so consistent over the course of the campaign. It's going to take a catastrophic fall-off to not win.
About 15 minutes.
There you go, rain 15 minutes, so I may as well set the intermediates up.
Lando ahead.
Hold on,
Time
don't
last lap, 1 minute 34.9. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by.
How has Piastri got such a run on me?
They're on fresh mediums. We think they've got one more stop.
So everybody was planning on one stopping. That's not going to happen. It will be interesting though if that first rainstorm comes a bit earlier, and then the second one is still right at the very end. That could really add some spice. Not many days go by where a BMW doesn't crash in
No tyre
Bradford,
concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
So yeah, Max is gone. I think we've got the speed to get past Lando. It will just be a question of how well do those mediums hang on. I could use softs between the rain showers, but I don't know how long it will be. So it might be safer to go medium. I honestly don't know. This is one of those races where trying to plan a strategy out is pointless. And we're just going to have to deal with it lap by lap. Hey, welcome in, Olivia. Hope we're doing well. The Sauber in this career mode now is currently 4th best. We are only behind Red Bull, McLaren and Ferrari in terms of theoretical performance. I think, honestly, we're on a par with Aston Martin. No. No. Surely not. I can't take a break from this game on what might be the most crazy race of the entire season. We cannot get a mechanical failure this early on. Surely. Not a chance. Oh, no, okay. There you go, that's alright. I was going to be gutted.
ERS is offline.
We're gonna be a sitting duck down the straights. Nothing I can really do about this. There goes Oscar. So it hopefully will only be down for a little while. What are you doing? Come on. I was gonna say if that was a mechanical failure on lap 6, that'd be devastating. Right, we'll just have to deal with that for as long as I can, or as long as it's an issue. It might be a bit broken though. Sometimes, when you get an ERS fault on this game, you then, from then on, charge the ERS back up more quickly. It's a really, really weird little bug. Doesn't happen much, but does happen like 1 in every 5 times you get an ERS failure, so I like those odds. New Year's resolution for 2026. I've got a few. There you go. We're back to 100% charge now. I want to stream more. I'm aiming to do 200 streams next year.
The guys have fixed the problem with the ERS. It's now available.
Wonderful. Personally as well, I want to read more. Matt212 and I both want to get better at like walking and things like that. And she wants to do a bit more kind of strength exercise as well. I think we both do. So that'll be good. But it's kind of a bit of a weird one. So I've kind of talked about this before. But Matt212 starts a new job literally next week. So ever since we've been together, we've kind of had like one routine. So for the first time in our lives, that routine now is probably going to change around quite a bit. So it will kind of depend on how things kind of fit together like that. Right, come on then, Oscar. Back around the outside. Oh, there you go. Just about got to slow down on the brakes. That's important. I want to be battling for a podium. Ooh, easy. MP Pro, thank you for the follow as well. Sorry I'm missing all the follows coming in on Twitch. I do apologise, I am a terrible streamer. Ooh. I mean, the fact we're already 7 laps in is pretty good going. Yeah, Matt212 is going to go into analytics to help us out. What about winning a CS race would be pretty cool? So I think kind of like the main Matt212 YouTube channel, I'd love to get closer to 200k. But honestly, it's so unpredictable. Where we've got no F126, I kind of don't want to set too many kind of YouTube targets for that. I think honestly, Matt212 gameplay's got a lot of momentum at the moment. I reckon we could get to like 40k by the end of next year, despite not having a new game coming out. Maybe 200k on TikTok as well. We'll wait and see. There's a lot I always want to achieve, but the strategy is wait for the rain and see what happens. Although already I think our hard tires are starting to prove the ones to have. I think Lando's beginning to struggle. But yeah, I want to do 200 streams on Twitch. I'd love to get to 25,000 followers by the end of next year as well. That'll be quite an achievement if we can get there. Jabberwocky, thank you for the primer, buddy. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like the new iRacing YouTube channel's doing really well as well. A couple of the videos there were popped off recently, so I'll be able to do more with that. You guys know me, I just love making content. So to be able to kind of refine my process and make more content is always the goal. Some people have said I sound like Spiffing Brit. I don't personally hear it. He's from a very different part of the UK to me, I'm pretty certain. Alright, I think we're going to be able to get past Lando pretty soon. I think we've got to try and find a way through. Hopefully up the Raffles Boulevard. But yeah, I think we're a little bit quicker than Max as well at the moment. So if we can be ahead by the time that rain comes, that'd be useful. Just make sure I'm nice and close to Lando out of the first couple of corners. Get the inside wheel over that curb. Power down, ERS, DRS, everything like that. Hopefully the McLaren man isn't going to be able to put up much of a fight. He'll go defensive. Later on the brakes. There you go.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
Yeah, I aren't normally that confident down the end of Raffles Boulevard, so we're up to second spot then. So we're really just trying to be a bit patient early on. Make sure I don't do anything too stupid. But now we're starting to get in a bit of an advantage on these tyres. Seems like Leclerc's really struggled though. I wonder if he's got damage. Because he has dropped way back early on. Both Ferraris seem to be struggling. So I think we're the only one that's really been able to fire up their hard tyres quite well. Yeah, now we're in the clear air though. I think Verstappen's going to try and push on a bit more. But yeah. Yeah, so F126 isn't going to be a standalone game. It's going to be F127. It's going to be the next one. F1 26 is going to be an update to F1 25. Yo, Liam, thank you for the €2.49, buddy. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Gap to your
I hope
teammate
you're well.
behind, 23.1 seconds.
Whoa, come on, that curve is lethal. Yeah, you normally, so up the Raffles Boulevard, the AI tend to swing quite aggressively defensive. So you can't usually get to the inside of them. They kind of defend the inside quite a lot. So around the outside is often quite a safe bet. They tend to defend the inside and brake a little bit
Norris is
early.
behind you. We want to keep them behind, please. It's critical for our race.
There you go. So team have made it clear. We have got to try and keep Lando Norris behind us. Hoping that shouldn't be too difficult. As long as I don't do anything stupid. So it is just, especially in this Sauber, this is such a track where rhythm and momentum matter so much. You've just got to be confident. Leclerc and Bortoletto. Not a bad lineup. How do you get Leclerc in pretty early? That's good going. I think that's always... I remember now, chat. I know I've ranted and raged about this before, but the failure of F1 My Team on 2025. So, for anybody that's watched the fantasy career mode I've done with the mod on the game, I had to run that through My
Right,
Team.
keep pushing. You're
I've
gaining on the
worked
car
out,
ahead.
I think, what the worst bit about My Team 2.0 was that I never kind of had fully realised before. There is so much admin that you do in that game that makes next to no difference in the grand scheme of things. Like, I was trying to do one race at one point, and I think it took me 10 minutes of setup before I was even ready to load into the weekend. And you're just doing so much pointless admin that you know in just a few races' time will mean absolutely nothing. I think that's been the most frustrating part about My Team on F1 25. How much just pointless bloat there is to career mode. If it all had like a major impact, useful, yes. But it doesn't. Oh, there's the rain. The rain has arrived. I'm nervous. Is Hulkenberg top 10 F1 driver? He proved himself very, very handy last year. He has had a bit of a resurgence. I haven't fully left Creator Series or anything like that. There is just no Creator Series at the moment. But when it returns, I'll jump back in.
Be careful on those slicks. These conditions are making the line a bit greasy, but we're still nowhere near the changeover point.
Yeah. I mean, Singapore is one of those tracks where the rain can rock up pretty aggressively, but it looks like this first bit of rain then is going to be, well, fairly kind of easy. It's not going to immediately go straight to intermediates or anything like that. So it is just obviously braking slightly earlier into the corners. Just be a bit more careful of locking up the brakes. But hopefully if this rain stays out a bit longer, I mean everybody's going to be able to make it to the switch, aren't they? Like, the mediums can go to half distance here if you need to. So
Tyre condition still looking good.
the stream will probably be about another 90 minutes, depending on what happens in this race. It's a long old race, Singapore. Hence why I'm only doing the one today. We've got Kota tomorrow. That's a sprint weekend, so that's going to be even longer. Kota tomorrow will probably be over 3 hours, all in. Probably 3.5, if I had to guess. But we'll be starting again 1 PM UK time. Oh yeah, this is immediately starting to get a little bit sketchy. Immediately becoming a little bit more tricky. Yeah, I was gutted I couldn't make the Williams event this year. Because I was looking forward to going back down there. Now, unfortunately, I had just some personal life stuff that came up, which was a bit of a shame. But it was important, it needed attending to, so yeah, it just couldn't mean I could make it. Squimpy, thank you for the follow, buddy. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. Oh, that final corner is making me nervous. Right, I've got a bit of a gap over Lando now.
Perfect situation, but I don't think we've got cause to move on to a different tyre yet.
Right, there you go. That is the radio message on this game that means it is now time for intermediates. For the likes of Hamilton and co further back, they should pit now. Singapore as well is lethal because you get little patches of dry under like tunnels and stuff. There you go. Told you. Every time. Every single time on this game.
Copy that.
It goes, you're fine for now. And it goes, no, you're not. Pit, please, now. You should have pit last lap. There you go. Back markers are in. So, oh no. Bortoletto, that's well out. If I do say so myself.
Okay, Gabriel's in the pits.
Oh, Max is definitely struggling more though. This is where we've got to try and capitalise. The hard tyres are pretty good in this little bit of weather. So we've got to try and make the move for the lead of the Grand Prix. But everybody's just going to be tiptoeing around trying to get back to the pit lane. Might allow a bit of an undercut further back. Alright, let's try and see if we can go slow in, fast out. Oh, I mean, I'm just sideways through there. But we've got the grip.
In for inters. It's touch and go, but could be worth a risk.
There you go.
If you want a box.
To the lead of the Grand Prix for the first time on lap 13. So what's that? About just over 1/5 distance. Whoa, it's still slidey though. Oh no! As soon as we took the lead.
Box this lap.
Oh no! Damn it! Just got on the wet stuff. I think we did a tiny bit of damage to the rear wing there as well, but that should be okay. Front wing damage though as well. We should have taken it a bit easier. As soon as I got hyped that we took the lead, we've immediately gone and lost it again. Come on. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Oh, there you go. Beautiful.
Okay, forget the targets for now. We've got to focus on the pit stop.
Oh man, that's a tough mistake to make early on. We're going to lose a couple more spots as well in the process, but that's okay. We've still got a good car to fight. Yeah, DRS is disabled. But I don't think the guys further back have got an undercut.
Right, let's go. Come on. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one.
We'll have to see how bad the rear wing damage is.
Up to speed now.
I think it should be alright.
Those tyres.
Unless you get it like red, it should be fine. Oh, come on. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Yeah, rear wing feels fine. Immediately, it doesn't feel less grippy than it normally would. Maybe there's a little bit more slip and slide, but that might just be the Sauber still.
Will be offline. Wait for further updates.
So yeah, rear wing is a tiny bit damaged, but it's only minor. So we might just have to drive it a little bit more carefully. But that should be fine. Oh, I need to move the brake bias around a bit. We'll go like that.
Damage to the rear wing. You've got damage to your rear wing.
Oh, there you go. Team are reporting the damage to the rear wing. So we have got to be a little bit more careful. It'll be the final corner I'm a bit nervous about. That might be the really sketchy place with it. But I'm used to trying to drag this Sauber right on the limit, so we'll see how we get on. Pedro, thank you for the follow as well, buddy. I appreciate it. What's the best game to start sim racing? Assetto Corsa, the original one, if you're on PC. You can get it for like £4 nowadays. Would highly recommend. It's just the ultimate, well, sandbox. Oh, I need to move the bias forward again. If I could, I'd reduce the pressure slightly, but I'm not going to be able to do that. Right, final corner. Oh yeah, she's sliding through there. She's sliding.
These conditions are only getting worse. Watch out for standing water. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 29.8 seconds.
Ooh. Yeah, these are some brutal conditions. In a Sauber car at the best of times. Never mind with a little bit of rear wing damage. If we can somehow manage this, it'll be a very good day. The display above my HUD is called race laps.
We're catching the car ahead. Well done, but be aware these tyres need to get us to the end of this race.
I think we can definitely drive around the wing damage. It should be fine. We just got to make sure that I've got the speed over the guys in front. How long do they reckon this rain will be out for? That's the next question.
The rain's getting worse. Be very careful.
Okay, so
Inter's on the best tyre for now.
Could be here for quite a while then. So yeah, as long as you don't kind of lock the rears or anything, it is manageable. But you really are just kind of sliding the car around a bit. But again, Singapore is not a great track for the AI in the wet either.
Watch that rear wing, you've taken some slight damage. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 4.9 seconds.
You can hear it trying to lock up. It's okay, but you can hear it trying to. But we are definitely still quicker than Max and Lando. It's just in the big braking zones where it's really kind of struggling still. Obviously, bizarrely, you haven't got that many big braking zones in Singapore. A lot of it's just very kind of short, sharp shoot. Oh, surprised that wasn't a warning. Yeah, I need to figure out a better line through that final corner. That's definitely where I'm losing a lot of time. Hey, welcome in, Night Fire. Hope you're doing well, buddy. I had a little bit of a spin as the track was getting damp. Tried to put the power down, just got in a bit of a puddle, and immediately it broke free on me. Only a minor error, but it's definitely cost us. Might, yeah, be just trying to bring the car down an extra gear through those final couple of turns. Brake a bit early, get back on the throttle a bit earlier, just to keep some stability in the back. We'll be fine through that final corner. It genuinely might be more manageable in the wet than in the dry. I will be intrigued if the circuit does dry out, how bad it's going to be through there. But like I said, we are definitely still quicker than the guys around us. Oscar got completely screwed through that pit cycle, just because, of course, McLaren was the only team with 2 cars up at the front. We'll be fine, chap. We'll be absolutely fine. I have a Fanatec CSL GTDD with a Formula V 2.5X wheel. Right, let's try this then. Down 1 gear, nice and tidy. See, there you go. That's fine. We're still losing a bit of time through that final corner, but I think just the AI very good for that.
5/10 a lap.
I mean, look, listen to that. You know, a half a second a lap faster than Fernando. I just think it's Lando and Max that are very good. Let's not forget as well, this Sauber car just sucks in the rain, generally. Some of our worst races this year have been wet weather ones. So as long as we can keep the pace up over Fernando.
We're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment.
I mean, could it go to full wets? I doubt it. Could happen, but
Okay,
unlikely.
Nico, any more front wing damage and it's going to really cost us. So please, let's protect it and bring the car home.
Bring the car home. We're already on lap 17. Has Mark ever watched me drive before on this game? Probably not. Yeah, the goal is to stay out now as long as possible. I mean, theoretically, you probably could go to the end, I would have thought, on these. The intermediates don't wear like a dry compound. It will just be a case of how slidey is the back. 50 laps on a set of inters? Does that sound possible?
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Oh yeah, they're not wearing. That's definitely doable if we needed to. So yeah, if it remains wet to the end, we should be fine. I genuinely just think at the moment Lando and Max are flying. Ugh. That's honestly all it is. Like, we're pulling away from Fernando pretty well, but the Red Bull and the McLaren are very good cars. The Sauber isn't. I think you want 4th gear through that final turn, don't you? I mean, I don't want to be thinking that we've just got to bring it home on lap 18. We have got a very long way to go. But it might well be the case. I mean, a podium, I would not complain about here. Obviously, we're trying to set this car and this team up for Season 2 now. That's kind of where our eyes are at. Hey, welcome in, Rowdy Rooster. Hope you're doing well, buddy. The annoying bit is, at the moment, 54% locks the rears, 55% locks the front.
Weather's changing now.
Oh.
You might want to review our strategy.
Nope, I don't. I think they're going to tell me full wets, aren't they? Yep, I don't think it's
Okay,
worth it.
copy that.
We are going to stay out here at the moment. I'll see what the AI's pace is like and if they pit, but I don't think it'll be full wets. You can manage the intermediates pretty well here. This is not a track where the wet tyres are particularly useful. Yeah, the game is on Steam. What do we think, chat? Do you reckon full wets are the way to go, or do you reckon we stay in? AI seems to be, or Lando definitely seems to be struggling a bit more. Max, though, still seems pretty quick. Yeah, I'll most likely now, after saying all this, make an error. Yeah, look how much Lando's lost. So Max is in. Lando is staying out, though. Okay. So there's a bit of split strategy up at the front. It is making things spicy. Fernando's in, Oscar's in.
ERS is low, ERS is low. Consider changing mode.
Of course, the other thing I do think about is this rain's going to stop again. So Max will have to make another pit stop. He won't be able to go from wets to dries. But a lot of other cars are trying to move over. Basically everybody else that isn't Lando and I. Full wets, yeah, might help with unlocking up. But it's also, of course, if the track starts to dry up again pretty quickly, then you're just in as much trouble as you were. So gap to the Max then is 16.6. He's in a quicker car than me anyway, so unless he's like 2 seconds a lap faster...
Gabriel coming in for his stop now.
I don't think it's worth it at the moment. I mean, we've got 30 seconds over Fernando. And we are going quicker than Lando. Oh, come on. Just really got to dance it, don't you?
The rain's getting lighter now, but it's going to
See,
take
there
a
you
while
go.
for the track to dry out.
There you go. See, now it seems saying intermediates again. I think Max might have screwed himself over here. If Lando doesn't pit, us two might be off to the races. I mean, the fact that that corner now is barely flat out.
The cars are definitely kicking up a lot of spray at this point. I doubt we're quite ready for the full wet, but we're not far off.
See, there you go. It seems still a thing. Maybe not. Oh, as Lando's in. There you go. Well, last time we took the lead in this Grand Prix, I proceeded to immediately make an error. Let's not do the same now. As it might now give us a fairly decent lead in this race, but Max Verstappen has been no quicker since he pit. I think the main reason we're locking up is you go through... Like, when you go under bridges and stuff, like the motorway that runs over this circuit, you obviously get little patches that are dry still. So I think we're just locking up over those dry patches. You can hear it, like, when the car grips up and stuff. It's really weird. So, I mean, yeah, even there, Lando's got a bigger margin over Fernando than he did. I reckon, though, we've made the right call to stay out at the moment. It's a little bit sketchy. It's a bit bad. But I don't think we're going to lose 2 pit stops worth. It will be interesting to see, though, if the track does dry fully up, though. Whether we go back to dries at some point. Yeah, I mean, Max has taken 6 tenths out of me, but with a 16-second buffer. He needed to be heavy rain for a lot longer than it is. Oh, come on. I can't remember. The rain on 24 was pretty good as well. I think the upgrade from 23 to 24 with the way the rain works is nice. It does create a lot more kind of intrigue in a lot of races. Like, you can get some really fun, variable races on both games. I think people remember the rain so fondly on 24 was because the races otherwise were just a procession. Everybody would just be in a huge DRS train unless it rained. So that helped out massively. Sunny Hayes says Plan C. I might actually be watching the F1 movie quite soon, chat. I think Matt212 has it on Apple TV. So I might actually watch it. Yeah, we lost a bit of time to Max that time around, about a second. But again, I think the track is... I was going to say beginning to dry up. It's most definitely not. But I don't think it's getting any worse. Like, this is manageable. I'm still pushing, but it's manageable. Hello. Hello. This is going to be Tokyo Drift throughout a lot of this race, I think. I tell you what as well, I don't think... Have I had a wet Singapore Grand Prix yet on this game? Like a fully wet one in a 100% race? I'm not sure I have. This might generally be the longest race I do on this game.
Okay, you're doing well out there. Keep it up. We're looking at about 10 more minutes of rain. 10 minutes. So the rain's easing off a bit, but the track is still going to be wet for a while. Be careful.
So 10 more minutes of rain.
The fastest tyre for now.
Oh, that's perfect. So teams saying Inters are the best tyre to have, and of course, let's not forget the AI will have to pit again. So we might end up with about a 40-second lead over Verstappen by the time they've all dived back in. It's probably going to be closer to 30, but we might have played a blinder at this stage. Obviously, a safety car, a red flag, anything like that, it's ruined. But I've just got to enjoy it whilst I can. Try not to run too wide. Cadence braking. Yeah, I'm happy with this so far. I'm happy with this so far. Sometimes, and I don't want to jinx myself, sometimes I know what I'm doing on this game. Sometimes. Not guaranteed. I've probably just given myself the kiss of death with that, but still. This will be now where we get a mechanical failure. We avoided one earlier on, but now we'll get one. Ugh! Told you! There you go, we're good. Yeah, it's definitely slippy. Yeah, Sauber P1. It's not the first time this season. We've had a few wins, haven't we? We won Australia, we won Jeddah, we won Spa, and we won one more? What other one did we win, chat? We had one more win this campaign, but I forgot where. No, we didn't win Monaco, we crashed. Yeah, CS sprint flashbacks right there. I forgot I did that in CS, didn't I? Luckily, I won the sprint race the next week. Oh yeah, China's sprint as well we won, didn't we? Yeah, that race was insane. We got as much changeable weather as we're meant to get here, but in a sprint race. And it was only Ollie Behrman that was allowed to restart on Inters, wasn't it? The car is definitely struggling, but we're not losing enough time to justify the pit stop to wets and then the pit stop back to Inters. I mean, you got to think that's basically a minute around here. Like, unless it was going to be like this throughout the entire Grand Prix, which it's not. We are not going to lose out a minute from this.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear.
Make sure to bin it when Mark says
taking
not
care
to.
of them.
Yeah, don't bin it, please. Why didn't I think of that? Yeah, I mean, the rain will probably be out for a bit longer than 10 minutes, but as long as it's less than like half an hour. The fact the team are talking about the rain stopping, I mean, look at already. It's looking better. It won't be long before we see AI back in. A pit stop round here takes about 26 seconds. So we are going to hopefully have a fairly decent lead. And then it's a question of how long can we hold on to it for. Because Max and Lando are still definitely quicker than us. Fernando and Oscar we're pretty much on pace with. But yeah, Lando and Max are faster than me. Unless they can go from full wets to dries, which is unlikely. I've known them to do it before, but not often. I think Austria, in the Hamilton career mode, they tried it. Or I think some of them went, like, wets, pit to inters, and then immediately a lap later pit to dries. I mean, you can see how careful I have to be with the footwork as well. Through telemetry and the pedal cam. Really am trying to... I mean, it does feel like driving it. Not quite on ice, but on... I mean, this Sauber's always on a bit of a knife edge. That's what makes this car such a challenge to drive on this game. It's genuinely not that slow. It's just really, really difficult to be consistent with. Oh, did we get a bit of a lag spike, did we? Yeah, I think we're now pulling away, aren't we, again? I think the AI, they should have pit.
And we're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment.
Yeah, now they're beginning to struggle. I don't know who will be the first one to pull the trigger. But yeah, occasionally the AI can kind of decide, well, I can lose 30 seconds by pitting now, or if it's going to dry up in 10 laps, I'll just wait. So perhaps that's what they're doing. Haven't seen anybody in yet, but especially if you're out the top 10, it could be worth it. Trying to cross back over fairly early.
10 minutes left of this rain, then we think it's going to dry up. 10
no
minutes.
one's in. I mean, we're just going to take the opportunity to try and extend the gap again. But no one pitting is quite crazy. Yeah, 10 more minutes apparently until the rain dries up, so we'll wait and see. Hey, thank you, Ragebait King. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Nice and easy. Nice and easy.
Oh, great stuff. You hit that target.
Do you think you're going to lap
Really
anyone?
good job.
No, we might do. Thing is, if you get like a red flag or something, then immediately they get given their lap back. So, but I think once like that V-carb at the back of the pack pits, we're not going to be far off lapping them. Especially if they, depending on how much longer they stay out. And if they then have to go back to inters. Like, we put another second on Max that time. So I think we definitely played a blinder of a strategy. I mean, Singapore, coming into this weekend, it was definitely a race where I thought it might be possible to win. Not like a Belgium where it's likely that we'll win because the AI suck. But I thought, with this car around here, it's possible. I think Max and Lando on dry pace are probably a bit too quick, but not enough that kind of makes it impossible. We can definitely out-strategize them, which is what we're doing so far. I mean, we're not even halfway there yet. We could still get a mechanical or anything. Or bin it. Tyre wear is pretty low. We are at 31% on that rear right, and that'll just be from hitting the wall. I also need to tell the team we don't need a new wing, hopefully. Yeah, we'll bolt on a fresh set of mediums when we do pit, when that time comes, but at the moment, yeah, we are just gapping Max Verstappen. This is good. Ugh. Yeah, get James Hunt mode in the game. What do you think the problem is, James? What's going on with the car? There's nothing wrong with the car, he just sucks. I would love Murray Walker to be back in the games. I know obviously now that's impossible, but we needed more Murray Walker F1 games. Oh, there we go, Max is in. He's moved back to intermediates then. So has Lando, so is everybody else, so... Yeah, this is how badly this strategy has worked out for them. By the time Max comes back out the pit lane, what is going to be the gap at the front? Got to be over 30 seconds, hasn't it? We are going to have a... 38-second lead. 39-second lead. So effectively now, we can afford to lose a second a lap between now and the finish, and we should be good. I'm sure we'll now get a safety car or a red flag pretty soon. But that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. So I don't personally have any pets, but as of Wednesday, so my parents are going away. They're going to Australia for a few months. So we, Matt212 and I, are going to be looking at the dog 212. She is my chocolate Labrador. She is brilliant. She normally lives with my parents, but yeah, she's coming to live with us for a few months. So I'm sure she will make a couple of stream appearances with dog 212. I'm looking forward to having her. Yeah, dog 212 is looking after me. There you go, we've lapped people. Have we lapped our teammate? No, not quite. We're going to lap Bortoletto in a second. So, yeah, Hajal's a lap down. I would assume that's Doohan and... who's the other one? Haas. Behrman? I think it's probably Behrman, isn't it?
I don't think the line is really dry enough yet to start thinking about slicks.
Yeah, it's definitely not time to pit yet. A few more laps. I'll probably go just past half distance before we pit. So that lap we lost less than a second to Max. That's all that matters. Pudo, thank you for the follow, buddy. I appreciate it. Sorry I probably butchered your name. Again, driving, reading chat, reading names, talking at Singapore in the rain. It's not the easiest thing in the world. I'll try my best. You can't drive fast. I'm trying to just survive at the moment when we got such a big cushion. Yeah, I think Max and Lando are definitely still quicker than me. I mean, they're on fresher inters now. And they're in quicker cars. And they were both quicker than me in qualifying. Like, they should be faster. Like, this race is not guaranteed or anything. By any stretch. Anybody that's come to enough Matt212 streams knows no race is guaranteed whilst I'm behind the wheel. Ugh. I've got to be so careful. You can get away with trimming that turn 1 curve. But I don't want to get a penalty. I don't believe I've had a warning yet, have I? I think we've done pretty well. Alright, come on, Lawson. You getting out of the way? So yeah, we've lost about a second to Max that time. If we don't get any safety cars or anything like that, this race could still be quite fascinating. If we get a safety car or a red flag, then I'm in big trouble. I've been able to give myself a huge margin, and it's now how long we can try and hold on to it. Thank you, Liam. Yeah, I don't know how Lawson hasn't got a penalty now. Although, if you guys watched the driver career mode that went live from Baku yesterday, Lando Norris, like, clearly overtakes me in a yellow flag. No penalty. It's rigged for the AI. Mr. Inferno, thank you for the follow, buddy, as well.
Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed.
Not happening, Mark. Don't know why you want me to pit yet, but it's not happening. Yeah, it's going to be a few more laps on these tyres. What was my favourite Christmas present? I've already shown my favourite Christmas present. My all-new Lightning McQueen pyjamas.
The weather's turning. We think it's time to box now.
It's not dry enough yet. No, surely not. I don't believe it's dry enough yet. I mean, it's still raining. It is not ready to box. Yeah, the AI don't play by the same rules. It's a bit funky. So, Max is in.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now.
Not.
Keep taking
It's not
care
ready
of
for dries. Is he going dries? I mean, he will be, surely. He is! He's going hards! It's not ready. Yeah, I'm not confident. I mean, if he starts taking back to time at me, then we'll have to pit, of course. But I'm not confident it's ready yet. I don't think you're a million miles off, but I don't... Oh, Ferrari span! That could be a safety car or a red flag. Oh, it's a Red Bull even. I think Yuki, that's going to be... Is that going to be a red flag? I hope not. I think we've got away with it that time. Yeah, I think that was Yuki and one of the Ferraris that went for a bit of a spin. So, gap to Max now, 1 minute.
The car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres.
And he's still losing more.
Car behind, running hard tyres.
Oh, there you go. Rain has now stopped. Yeah, we'll dive in. We'll dive in. Oh, no, I won't. Because I'll get held up behind Bortoletto, won't I? Ugh. Yeah, I couldn't pit there. We get held up behind Bortoletto.
Gabriel coming
So we'll do one more lap. Yeah, this is not ideal, but it's better than losing a good 5-6 seconds behind him. This is okay. So we've now lapped up to about 6th. Everybody that is lower than Oscar Piastri is currently a lap down. We're going to go mediums. I don't know when the rain's meant to start again.
No rain expected. No rain expected for the time being.
Okay.
Tyres definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
So, yeah, team now saying no more rain on the horizon. That's good. But we're still not even halfway there yet, chap. It feels like a lot has happened in this race and we're still not halfway. I mean, we haven't lost anything to Max yet. Gap's still 1 minute 5. But you will definitely start to gain.
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
Although, again, the Inters still feel pretty good. There you go. Now he's starting to take a bit out of us. So even if we lose a couple of seconds, it's not the end of the world. I haven't got another set of hards. I've got to take mediums on this pit stop. Which is not a big concern, but is still important. I could use an old set of hards, but it's just not worth it.
Alright, consensus in the garage that it's probably about time for the slick tyre now. It's going to be slippery, but it'll probably be quicker.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be quicker. Yeah, on to a first set of mediums we will go then. If we need to, we should be able to take him to the end. But we have got a decent gap over Max anyway. Don't get done for speeding. With a 1 minute lead, we do not need to take that risk. So the goal will be try and take the medium as far as I can. Just in case we get some rain right towards the end again. Caddy Turbo, thank you for the follow.
Okay, off
I hope you're doing well.
Back into the race. That was a fantastic
So yeah, I don't think we've really lost out
Faster than we were
anything by
expecting.
pitting 1 lap later. In fact, look at that, I think we've gained. Yeah, we were behind
Strategy
Bortoletto.
complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
I don't think we've lost anything at all there. In fact, yeah, we have definitely gained. We are closer to Bortoletto than we were. Oh, it's slidey though. Right, let's go. So yeah, that pit stop actually extending the extra lap was pretty good damage limitation. Oh god! Oh, Bortoletto in the wall. Where was he going? Trying to get around Behrman. Crazy move by our teammate. Where are the blue flags though? There you go. So now,
there's a new strategy available on the
I
MFD.
hate the AI on this game. What is that by Behrman? He just completely brake checked me. Damn it. Why can't they do blue flags properly? Alright, we might have to pit. I don't know. That is so stupid. So stupid.
Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. It doesn't feel bad. The thing is, I don't know, if it doesn't rain again, then we could pit. If it does rain again, we got such a big lead still though, don't we? I've just got no idea. I think we'll see how the car fares. Oh, it's bad through there. Yeah, Behrman, he attacked me. The thing is, the front end responsiveness doesn't feel too bad. We might be okay. Oh, it's just a bit understeery through some of the higher speed stuff, isn't it? Oh, it's so frustrating. Yeah, it is mainly left-handers, isn't it? But you see, it's only really bad through the higher speed stuff. Low speed stuff is okay.
Green flag.
Oh, yellows. I mean, a safety car, a yellow, something like that would be great. One of the V cars has gone round. Unfortunately, no one's near him. Yeah, if we get a safety car or something, then I'll definitely pit. Otherwise, it's just not worth it at the moment. We'll wait and see if we get any chaos. I guess, actually, the weird thing is, with less downforce on the front and on the rear now, it's kind of balanced out a bit. It might mean that the rear wing damage is less noticeable. Max, thank you for the follow, buddy. Oh, come on in. Bortoletto's got some good speed. I'm kind of hoping I don't lap him at the moment. Henry's, thank you for the follow as well. How much did we lose to Max? Was that a second, that last lap?
And Verstappen's behind. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 3 laps old. And the time last lap, 1:33.9. Okay.
So, what did we do last lap, chat? Anybody know? Oh, there you go. Norris, 32.7. Okay. Norris is flying. So if Max keeps gaining a second a lap, we would win by less than 2 seconds at the current rate. But there's a fair chance we will have to pit again. I mean, he hasn't got to deal with any lap traffic or anything like that, so he's okay. Well, there you go. Thanks, Bortoletto. And he doesn't take me out like Behrman attempted. But when he hasn't lost a place to Antonelli, he should be good. Oh yeah, chat's blocking my lap times, isn't it? Sorry! So we did a 33.4. So it might actually be that Lando is currently the quickest of the 3 of us. But yeah, pace is genuinely okay with the damage. Like I said, we can afford to pit again right towards the end. I could pit on, if we know we're not going to get any rain, I could pit like lap 45, change the wing and then have a big tyre advantage as well. Dinner tonight is, I think, sausage beanie pasta, just because last 212 and I are out with her family afterwards, so we're just having a fairly quick and easy meal. Whoa. It's just so easy to make a little error. Get a little bit squirrely, but yeah, the pace genuinely at the moment seems to be alright. I hope Matt isn't going to bin it like he did in Monaco. That has gone through the back of my mind a couple of times. That mistake we made at Monaco was not good. Thing is, obviously, if we pit now again, I would go behind Max. So I'd rather pit knowing I can definitely get to the end comfortably. What is the tyre wear? My tyre wear's nothing, though. It might genuinely be not worth pitting. If it's not going to rain, I think we just stay out there. I think we just stay out to the end. We started on hards, we went to intermediates. AI then went into wet into. But we went hard
we've got
into
some clear track in front of us, and let's make the best of it. So
someone's breaking down.
This next one a very
is that Bortoletto? Or is that Antonelli? Oh no, Bortoletto! Damn it! There you go, we are the sole Sauber then in this Grand Prix. That's annoying. So mechanical issues for both cars this weekend. But Bortoletto was faced the brunt of it. That is a shame.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Max is just not bringing that gap down, is he? I don't know how we're managing this. I guess the mediums were a better... Yeah, because the AI struggled on their medium. I've got no idea how we've got the pace we have in the car. Owner, thank you for the follow, buddy. I appreciate it. Yeah, the gaps are staying fairly level.
Okay, Gabrielle's dropped out of the race.
I mean, if we can avoid making errors, keep it clean, keep it tidy, I think the pace is still there. Oh, that'll be a warning. No, okay.
Oh, mate, great stuff. You hit that target. That sets us up nicely for the rest of this race.
Yeah, literally just Behrman immediately. Behrman just decided he didn't like the advantage we had at the front. XN, thank you for the follow, buddy, as well. I have a Fanatec CSL GT DD wheelbase. I think we can ultimately manage the gap to Max, as long as I don't do anything crazy. But like I said, if we get a safety car, if we get a red flag, I guess a red flag would just serve as a total reset.
Rain is
Everybody,
in just over 10
all that.
minutes time. Rain in 10 minutes.
There you go. So we're definitely going to get some more rain. So that might mean rather than losing quite a lot of time by pitting, we might lose a handful of seconds. More rain on the way here in Singapore. This place is lethal. So we are going to get both our rainstorms, so I would assume that that second one will stay to the end. So I guess as long as I've got over like a 10-second lead over Max, we should be good when that rain does start. Will it be heavier than first time round? Only time will tell. Oh, there's our first warning. I must admit, I do quite like when you get these changeable conditions races. When the weather's a little bit more crazy, it's quite good fun. The kind of generic dry to wet or wet to dry ones are a bit boring. But when you get some of these ones where it kind of, even the game's not quite sure what's going on, it is really good fun. Hey, welcome in, gents. I'm doing very well, thanks, buddy. And you? We are still hopefully going to put quite a few more cars a lap then. At least we don't have to worry now about Bortoletto with pitting. Oh, well. Oh, we've got more yellows.
Green flag.
Don't know who that is. Oh, it's a V car breaking down as well. Well, that's... What?
Yeah, struggle for words. So sorry about that.
Okay.
What did I hit? What did I even hit there? Sorry? Oh, chat. I don't know. We've got to get the VIR right. Oh, what did... We got to get VAR. I'm not sure about that one. I'm not sure about that one. Let's have a look. Right. So, we're steering away from the wall. I don't think we've hit that wall. Genuinely. If you look at... We are steering away from the wall. You can clearly see a gap there. We are coming away from that wall. We are angled away from it. How do I... There you go. So that's how I move out. We've got to get our official VAR. But, yeah, I mean, look at where the suspensions come off. Can I photo mode that? The suspension has snapped off there. You can literally see part of the suspension. The front wing does not hit that wall. You can literally see the suspension's ripped off and we have not hit that wall. Yeah, that barrier, that barrier sticks out a little bit, but we are not hitting it. Look, the front wing is not even going to hit it. Where's my official VAR? I'm convinced we have not hit that wall there. I mean, look at that. You can clearly see the tyre is not in line with it. I think that one's a glitch. I'm seeing rewind. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, there is no contact there. That, chat, that right there is why I leave rewinds on this game. I don't normally use them, but when stuff like that happens, we're not going to hit the wall. We've not even reached it yet, and it just takes the wheel off. How stupid is that? We are definitely allowing that one. Yeah, that's broken. That is completely broken. Like I said, in Monaco, we hit the wall. I genuinely hit the wall. That was game over. Here, though, I have not hit that wall.
Listen, don't worry about it, mate. It can happen to the best of us.
A
now,
wide
look,
berth
I've put a new strategy option for you in the MFD, so go and have a look.
Yeah, that is definitely not a DNF.
I've
There you
got
go, Lawson's
information
gone.
on Lawson. They're retiring from the
Oh, no.
race.
Oh, it's doing the... How do you fix the glitch with the slowdown? I think... Is it also braking for me? Yeah, it's also... How do you fix that, chat? Oh, do you rewind... Is it a rewind again? Does that fix it? Pause... Did you just pause and unpause, is it?
Hey, don't worry about the damage. I've got some new strategy options if you go and check your MFD.
Is that still doing it? Or sometimes you have to do a mid-session... Yeah, it's definitely not fixed. I think you've got to do a mid-session save and load and go back in. Does that fix it? Turn setting on and back off. It's like the safety car thing, though, isn't it? See, this is the thing. Where is it? Don't save it there. Get around the corner. What setting is it? On and off?
Okay, I've got a brand new race strategy on your MFD if you want to go and check it out.
Braking. It's not auto brake though because it's under safety. Yeah. I think that's done it. Yeah, I think fixed it now. I think as long as you just do a save and pause again, you're fine. I think we're good.
Confirmed.
Ugh, I've got ERS enabled. Yeah, that's fine now. That's fixed.
Verstappen behind you now.
Well, that was a stressful couple of laps.
Fresh hards. Time last lap, 1 minute 33.0.
I will not be pitting on lap 44 to go to hards, especially when there's rain still on the way. I will be staying out until that wet period. Yeah, that's fine now. It's fixed. What? Oh, no!
Confirming that we're fitting intermediate tyres.
Oh, it's changed. Whenever I use a controller as well, it changes around my binds. So, I'm going to keep accidentally pressing the wrong buttons, and for that I apologise. Oh, come on. No! Well, oh! It's almost now that the damage is worse. It's really weird. It's almost like the first time we got the damage, it didn't really notice it, and now it is. I think I've just got to get back into the swing of things. Oh, it's definitely worse now, isn't it? How weird is that? Yeah, we've got to get back in the groove. Yeah, it's really strange.
So we're expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes.
So that rain is definitely going to arrive by the end. It's just how much of a gap over max do we have? Hey, welcome in, Jazz. Hope you're doing well. We're having a pretty eventful race so far. We're having a lot of fun. Give me 1 second, chat. It seemed to have broke everything. Let me just do that quickly. It seems to have completely broken my capture. Don't know how it did that. Apologies that we're suddenly getting a few tech issues. It's very strange. I don't think Elgato likes when I stream everywhere. I think that's the problem. Oh. Give me just 1 second. I'm going to just try and reboot that quickly. Oh, no. Matt212's on a train chat. Oh, no, we got time. We got time. Let me go... Where is it? Hopefully it'll reboot. Yeah, stream does not like VAR, apparently. It actually broke just after VAR, weirdly. Right, I think we're good. If I go like that. There you go. I think we're good again. Wonderful. I just noticed out of the corner of my eye that he'd messed up. So... we should be good again.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Right, beautiful. Come on. 23 laps remaining in this race. Got a quick question for me? Fire away. Yeah, apologies if we had a couple of little tech issues a bit later on. First of all, the game breaks. I don't think it affected the stream or anything, but then Elgato just got a little bit funky. All going on, all kicking off. Who do you think will perform better next year, Audi or Cadillac? Probably Audi. I'm not a betting man, but if I was. But nobody knows, do we, at the moment? We just have no idea. My guess is as good as anybody else's. So if we were still to lose a second lap, to Max by the end, the gap would be 1 second. This will probably still come down to the wire. Strategy has massively opened up this race for us. It's given us a chance to win, but it is still far from guaranteed. Have you got any driver career ideas? I've got so many ideas for driver career modes. Loads. We don't need to pit again, but we most likely will pit again, because it's meant to rain again. We've already had one wet period during this Grand Prix, but I think when the rain rolls back in again, it is going to start raining from then till the end. It's probably going to rain in about the next 5 or so laps. So we're going to take that opportunity to get a new wing on the wagon. And then hopefully we're just going to try and control the pace to the end. That's the goal. Yeah, do Mark Webber at Mercedes? That's an interesting one. I guess he was a Mercedes sports car driver, wasn't he? Before, obviously, he came to F1. Sports car, the golden age of sports car racing back in, like, the 90s was wild, man. The fact that you had quite a few young guys that would race sports cars before F1. Rather than nowadays, of course, everybody's just... you run junior formula and then go into F1. But the fact back then, like, Schumacher, Webber, quite a few others, would race sports cars for a couple of years and then go to F1. I mean, to be fair, the fact that Schumacher ended up in F1 in itself is kind of a miracle. Well, Mark Webber didn't just fly the CLR, he flew it twice? Yeah, he took off twice, didn't he? And then, who was it? Who was the guy that flipped it again in the race? Because obviously Webber flips it once in practice and then once pre-race, didn't he? And then it was, oh, Peter Dumbrek, wasn't it? Who then had the massive flip live on air. Like the cameras were literally on him at the time when it took off. Why have I got shoes on? I find it comfy to race in. AI difficulty is set to 110, the maximum that it runs on this game. We have just got quite lucky with strategy today. McCulis, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I hope you're well. Whoop. Wobble. Yeah, so now again, we're not losing anything to Max. This race is so weird. Kind of the way the pace is ebbed and flowed. Hey? Oh, that's because the binds are now wrong, aren't they? What's my rain bind? Weather update? I don't know.
Okay, expect to see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now. Okay,
yeah, there you
dry
go.
seem like the best tyre for now.
So it might literally only start raining for the last couple of laps. 10-15 minutes from now is somewhere between about lap 48 and 53. But it's still... It seems to be circling towards the track. Oh, damn it. But doesn't seem to actually be getting much closer at the moment. It will definitely rain again, though. But now I cannot get another warning. I've had 2 warnings now through those final couple of corners, but we're okay. Sometimes, yeah, the team will say 10 minutes, and it will take 25. Or, as we saw at the start of the race, sometimes they'll say it'll take an hour, and then it takes 15 minutes to show up. There's just no consistency in it. But I kind of like that, because I've got it set to approximate. I'd rather that than it just being lasered on every time. A little bit of mystery is what you need. If there's no rain, we can take this set tyres to the end, and that will be the plan. I don't need to pit again. These mediums have actually, so far, felt pretty good.
It looks like rain is inbound, and we're expecting it in around 5 minutes. 5 minutes until the rain.
So team suddenly have gone, it's 10 to 15 minutes away to it's 5 minutes away. So we will have to do the last quarter of this Grand Prix on wets, or inter, sorry. So it really was first quarter dry, second quarter wets, third quarter dry, fourth quarter wets. Very weird race, but good fun up to this point. Oh, I don't get another warning. Hey, welcome in, Matt. I had a wonderful Christmas, buddy. I hope you did as well. I hope you're well. Tyre wear is higher if you do shorter races. Tyre wear is loosely scaled to Grand Prix. So in theory, one set of tyres should last twice as long in a 100% race to a 50% race. 35s and 25s are a little bit more funky though. That's why 100% races are the best to do, because you can make like 2 stops are way more viable and stuff. Caddy, thank you for the follow, buddy. I hope you're well. Welcome on in. Oh, back end tried to break free there. So we've almost lapped up to the points. Yeah, we've still got one more stop to make in this race. And that will be coming fairly soon, I feel. Rears are definitely starting to get a bit more slippery.
And Verstappen's behind. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, they've done 15 laps on those tyres, and the time last lap, 1:33.8.
Thank you, Alex. Oh, see, that's the line you want through there. Get as much car over the inside curves as you can. That was a good fun video to record. I did feel a little bit bad for it because I just genuinely I suck at F1 race stars, and I just got quite lucky during the races that we filmed. Like, no jokes, he had genuinely smashed me when we played it a couple of times for practice. She just then got quite unlucky in the actual races. So I did feel sorry for her. But I'm sure she will come back and win again. Yeah, gotta be careful with gasoline. The F1 Fantasy mod was pretty much plug and play. It was very easy to set up and run. Oh, I've got to avoid that wall. Especially after it ruined me earlier on. Yeah, Max is really not taking anything out of us at the moment. Lando still seems to be a little bit. So could there still be a battle between those two by the end? Either way, if they are going to battle, please don't do it anywhere near me. I think we just got a bit unlucky with Behrman, that we caught him up in such a slow speed corner. Like, most of them seem to be able to jump out of the way fairly easily. But yeah, Behrman just caught us out completely. You don't need to sub to overtake GG. You just need to join. You don't need a paying membership for it, I don't believe. As long as you've got an account with them, you don't have to, like, pay for a membership to access mods. Or at least I certainly don't. And plus, I'm pretty certain the Overtake GG file isn't even the actual download for the mod. It's hosted elsewhere. Create an account where you definitely don't need to pay to access mods. There's not a chance. So I think Matt212 said she'll be back in Civilization in just over an hour, I want to say. So I will have to wrap up the stream fairly quickly once we finish. And for that, I do apologise. Can't remember what time she said exactly. Yeah, so she's due in, yeah, just over an hour. So this race should take us probably another half an hour, so then I'll have to head out fairly quickly. Ugh. Oh, it's definitely unforgiving. You snag a brake or something like that, she just goes straight on. So I must admit, I did last week. I did miss streaming. I know obviously a lot of people are very busy and everything like that. You know, I basically had stuff going on every single day last week. But there was definitely a part of me that was like, I just miss doing a stream. Oh, pardon me. So it has been nice to get back into it today. And, you know, to come back with quite a good race as well. To come back with quite an interesting race is always nice. And it's just nice to catch up with you guys. Say, I really do genuinely want to do more with streaming next year as well. I've really got some big aspirations for it. So hopefully you guys are going to be along for the journey. Swifty, thank you for the follow as well. Come on, when's that rain going to arrive? How badly will it be? So many questions left unanswered. She didn't buy a dress, she only bought a skirt as far as I'm aware. Yeah, make sure the traction control's enabled. I will definitely have to double check. I was about to put coolant in my car this morning for the first time in literal years. That was annoying. It's not annoying in the fact I don't mind putting coolant in it. It was just at a very inopportune time. But I think that's only the second time I've ever had to top up the coolant. Which in, what, near enough 3 years of ownership isn't bad going. So if it doesn't rain, no one will pit again. If it does rain, everyone will most likely pit. Unless we end up in a bizarre scenario where the rain doesn't show up until like the final 5 laps. And then occasionally the AI will try and survive. As soon as I say that, it begins raining. So everybody here is going to make another stop. I've got the intermediates, I've got a new wing on, ready to go. So whenever the team, we don't need to take much risk with it. I've got very little to gain and a lot to lose towards the end of this race. So I will just try and make sure that we get to the finish in the lead. I have a BMW M140i. It's a fun little pocket rocket, but considering I work from home, it's completely unnecessary. But I do enjoy it. I basically bought it for myself as like a gift when I went full-time as a content creator. But yeah, it's good fun. It's really good fun. It was fun fact chat, and my mum actually had one before I got one. That's kind of where I fell in love with it. Oh no. Oh, we got away with that. And within 2 weeks of my mum owning one, she actually got pulled over by the police. Ah, no! She got pulled over by the police because they'd had one that matched the description of hers had been nicked.
Okay, we've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time.
Just as I'm trying to tell a bad story about my mother stealing cars. I got a penalty. Hopefully it won't matter.
Changing now. We're going to have to change strategy.
So Max and Lando have had to stay out one extra one as well, but I assume everybody will be in. So we're going to lose a few more seconds to Max, but we can still afford to take it fairly easy towards the finish. Whoa. They're leading by 20 seconds and still cutting corners. How do you think I built up this lead? Oh, yep, that's bad. We're back to keeping on the island stuff until we get round. No one's picked. Worrying me. Or have they? No, I don't think Oscar has. The AI struggles so much as the track starts to get wet. I mean, Stroll up in the points and Yuki. It's pretty good going for the pair of them. Right, don't bin it through here again. There you go, wonderful. Thank you, lads. Oh no, I broke too late. There you go, we're good. Yeah, there you go, AI in. That's fine. So we might actually, we won't gain much on Max, but we might gain a little bit. Because of course he's going to be out there on a wetter track. So that's fine. Yeah, Bottle Job 212 into the pit lane, hopefully for the final time today. On what has been a very, very much a marathon race so far on lap 50. And I didn't even run it over any of the Williams pit crew. So, new wing on, intermediates going on. Like I said, we'll lose a bit of time there, but... Come on, there you go, wonderful. But that is all good in the hood. Yeah, I've got to lap a few of these guys again, but that's fine. Yeah, we still had a pretty, well, sizable lead over everybody else. We have just got to try and bring it home through these final 12 laps. Whoa!
Okay, the stewards have now disabled DRS.
Yeah, I've got to make sure. It genuinely, you have got to readapt to having a full front wing again. So yeah, we only ended up losing about 3 seconds from that pit stop, because Max was obviously out as he got worse. But of course, what this will also mean is that the balance on the rear end as well now is a bit more uneven. So it might find that it's a bit more oversteery again, because I've got all the front end grip but not as much rear. But the fact that we might genuinely win this race with rear wing damage is quite impressive. And I've had rear wing damage throughout most of it. I can afford to lose about a second a lap. We've got a huge gaggle of cars. I think, is that Haas not pit? I don't think that Haas car's pit. So I think they're really struggling. Oh, I've got to be careful with the front wing. Yep, Ocon is in the way. Oh. Come on, where are you going? Ah! What's Ocon doing, man? Again, I don't want to move the bias around. I think we've got to stick with what we've got it at. Ugh. Oh, yeah, that's bad. Okay, yeah, we're still not home and dry. This car is still loose at the rear. Yeah, Bortoletto unfortunately had a mechanical failure. About lap 35-ish? 37, I want to say. Yeah, Big G unfortunately is out of this race. I don't think he was on for points. But still a shame to see. So yeah, as long as we lose less than 1.25 seconds a lap to max, we should be good. So let's just keep it on the island, keep it tidy, keep it safe. We don't need to take any big risk. Just got to get to the checkered flag. Whoop. Z3, thank you for the follow, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Come on, Lewis. Blue flags.
These conditions are only getting worse. Watch out for standing water.
Thank you. I mean, we could end up seeing, for the AI, a switch to full wets again. I don't think I'd make that gamble at this stage, this close to home, but could happen. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. That scared the life out of me. It's because whenever I plug a controller in, it messes everything up. It basically then forces your wheel to use controller binds to the end.
The rain's getting worse, be very careful. Inters look like the best tyre for now.
We could still see a switch back to full wets. Because we're actually pulling out time from Max as well. So I haven't got really any major plans for New Year's Eve. So I've got to take my parents to the train station. Because they're meant to be going to Heathrow. But if then the train gets cancelled, then I've got to take them to Heathrow. And that will basically be my New Year's Eve plans. Otherwise,
Okay,
we're
no
looking after
issues
Dog
with tyre wear for
212.
now. Keep taking care of them.
I might be going out to... So, for anybody... I don't know if there's anybody here that cares about horse racing. Personally, I'm not too invested, but Matt212 quite likes it. New Year's Day is also a big race at the Cheltenham racecourse as well, which is fairly close to where we live. So we might go to that as well on New Year's Day. Because we've got a few mates that are going and things like that. So we're going to see what the weather's doing and kind of make our mind up. Right, come on. I want a lap stroll. That's not uncommon as well on this game, Seasonic. It's just a bit of a weird... It's basically to try and avoid, like, immediately breaking your wrist or something. The game does that. Yeah, Lance in the points at the moment. He's doing pretty well. Ashfire, Aiden, both thank you for the follows. I appreciate it. I've got to say, chat, hopefully I won't bottle this in the final 10 laps. But the support today has been mental. So thank you, everybody. Yeah, not too bad to get you to for you either, is it, Danny? Say, from where I live, it's about half an hour to get to. Yeah, Lance is the GOAT. Despite the fact Alonso's fourth in the same car, Lance is running in the points, and that's the most impressive thing today.
Okay, Nico. Lap times are a little erratic at the moment. We need consistency.
Yeah, we have lapped up
so
to the
let's
points
try and
again.
stabilise them.
I mean, at one point we had lapped everybody up to 6th. I don't think we're quite going to get back to, like, Leclerc and co, but... I mean, we had a minute over Max. I know that was mainly down to strategy, but still. But the fact that we haven't had a safety car or a red flag...
Are you coping okay with this weather?
I mean,
We're
a red
watching
flag
the
now
amount
would
of
be a
standing water
disaster.
on the road, and for now, we think it's safe to stay with the Inter.
Like a complete disaster. We basically, obviously, have to hope that the weather's fixed and just try and drive as fast as I possibly can. I'm sorry for keeping you up. But I do appreciate it. I mean, at least it's been a pretty interesting race, hasn't it? I know we've led a big majority of it, but it has kind of been one that there's been intrigue right around every corner. Like, right until the very end, this race is not decided. Which isn't common on F1 25. Races like this are really good fun and quite special when you get them. Especially with that rear wing damage still. It's starting to lock the rears up as well, just a little bit, which isn't helping. I think we could see the AI switch back to full wetsuit. They might do it. I mean, sensibly though, the only two cars that really had the pace to compete against us have been Max and Lando. Lando seems to be the quickest car on track now towards the end. And he has been throughout most of the second half of this race. He just didn't have much speed on the medium early on, which is quite a surprise to see. But yeah, the rear wing is definitely getting a little bit more sketchy. We have just got to bring it home. F1 26 will not be its own game, it will be a DLC for F1 25.
Weather's changing now.
Oh,
you
there you
might
go.
want to review our strategy.
Team the same full wets. Oh, I don't think it's worth it. We didn't make the gamble earlier on, it worked pretty well. I don't want to make that gamble again. I would rather have the extra 25 seconds in the back pocket. I don't think they're going to be 3 seconds a lap faster. It worked for us earlier on, why won't it work again? I mean, to be fair, the AI pretty split on it. Tsunoda, Stroll stay out, Hamilton dives in. Clearly Hamilton can't handle the heat,
time to box now.
or he's played a masterstroke against the rest of the AI, and might be about to relegate Stroll back out of the points. Yeah, famous last words. This will be where I throw this race away. In the final 7 laps. This will definitely be where I throw it away.
Okay, a few drivers are fitting full wet tyres. We might need to change soon.
As long as we just steady with the throttle, we should be good. Nice and easy. Good. Come on, little Sauber. Might also mean that we put a couple of extra guys the lap down. So Piastri's made the call. Alonso, Norris, Verstappen haven't though. So I think they're trying to do what we're doing at the moment and just stay out there. If Max doesn't pit, I can't afford to, because he would come out ahead of me. So I've kind of got to wait for the AI to pit before I would even consider the gamble. If I pit last lap, Max would now be a couple of seconds ahead of us. And that would not be ideal. Because I'm not convinced I'll be able to get back past him. Car can be incredibly loose. Yes, Tsunoda's staying out. The AI are not fully committed to that strategy. Some of them are in, some of them aren't. Yeah, do whatever he doesn't do.
Weather's changing now. We're going to have to change strategy.
Team
So
are
it's
adamant
time to
though.
box.
I'm not convinced. I'm happy. I'm comfortable. Russell now is a minute 12 seconds back. But we've still got some pretty good pace towards the end. Yeah, I might pit, but then again, obviously it might then dry out a bit more. I don't know how long this
We're
rain's going to be
starting to
heavy
reach
for.
the point where you're going to start aquaplaning with those tyres.
Yep.
We think you're all right for now, but it might not be long before we switch to the full wet.
Yeah, mark that. You might aquaplane soon. Proceeds to aquaplane. I'm really intrigued to see whether Lando will get Max, because he has probably been quicker. Lando could probably try and look to get an undercut on Max soon. And we do seem to be handling this weather better than anybody else.
So the rain's easing off a bit, but the
There you
track
go.
is still going to be wet for a while. Be careful.
And now immediately the game says the rain's not as bad. Yeah, I want to stay out, Tobias. I plan on staying out. I think it's worth it this close to home. Especially if all the other... Like, if Max and Lando don't pit, I'd come out behind them. And then the track might shift back to the intermediate anyway. And that would be a pretty stupid way to lose a win. I mean, for Max and Lando, it's in their best interest just to try and gamble it. Try and pit. Roll the dice. And I hope that they can make up a load of time on us. But the intermediate, unless you make an error, can hang on well enough. Yeah, I think unless someone else in front, like Leclerc, needs to pit again, I don't think we're going to lap anybody else, hopefully. I would be quite happy just to stay here. The Kick Sauber car is fairly competitive now. It's currently 4th best in game, according to the game. I actually think it's still slightly worse than the Aston and the Merc, but it's hanging on pretty well. So yeah, we're a little bit quicker than Max, and just a little bit slower than Lando at the moment. But yeah, really having to be careful. Just manage the throttle, manage the brakes. Don't lock up the rears. Don't slide the back end of the car around. Don't understeer. We are Nico Hulkenberg. I have a couple of times during this race moved the bias around a little bit, but 55 seems to be the sweet spot for this car around this venue. Where you haven't got that many big braking zones, you're always better off trying to lock the fronts and the rears. Yeah, they are not pitting, are they, towards the end? We've definitely got to stay where we are. Oh, come on.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Oh, it's so difficult. Oh, it's then the worst bit is then when you hit those dry patches where the circuit isn't as wet. And it kind of like doesn't grip up, but just slides. Just the tread block can't handle it. I mean, the thing is, chat, imagine as well if this race was being done on the old Singapore. How painful that would be. We would probably reach the 2-hour time limit. I don't know how long we've been doing this race for, but it's got to be about an hour and 40, I would assume. So we're going to reach close to an hour and 50 minutes. On the old Singapore layout, this race would probably have been cut short. Because I'm pretty certain the games do actually have hard-coded into them the 2-hour time limit. If you reach 2 hours, they do end the race that lap. Yeah, we got the penalty for track limits. I ran wide at the final corner a couple of times and then accidentally trimmed turn 1. It was a silly error, but an error. Just where you've got so many bridges around this track, like the motorway and stuff, occasionally the front end grips up in the rain, and usually it doesn't. So that's basically what it was. Just one lap, you get a load more bite. Hey, Aiden, thank you for the tier 1 sub as well, buddy. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, come on. Yeah, Lando now 1.6 seconds behind Max. It might well be that he's pushing him to the end, but just not able to find a way through. But that's basically the closest they've been since about lap 1. I suppose, yeah, because Max didn't jump him, did he, off the start in the end? But then Max did jump him on, like, lap 3. That's when Lando began to struggle in that first stint. Yeah, we've had a fair share of podium. Have we had a race this season where I finished on the podium that wasn't a win? I feel like the only time I've been on the podium is when we've won. Which, I'm not going to complain. If we hit the wall, then I'd be pretty sad. at this stage of the race. And like I said, this has been a real marathon of a Grand Prix. But that's to be expected here. I always knew, I'm so happy I never planned to do this and another race in one stream. That would have been lethal. Trying to do 2 races after another race after this one, especially as it would have been COTA. I could have maybe done like the sprint or something, and then done like the main COTA race and Mexico. But like I said, I've got to pick up last 2 and 2 as well, so. Yeah, I mean, it would be quite cool, yeah, if you could get the inches all the way on the Lego cars. I'm surprised they don't, like, package that in. Got, like, 4 extra tyres or something. That'd be really cool. Oh, there you go. Rain's definitely beginning to settle down again. So, again, I don't think for the AI, the wet tyre was the way to go. So, I think this time around, Max Lando learning from us. And they haven't lost out. Oscar Piastri has been the big loser from that. And Russell, credit to George Russell, chap. Qualified, what was it, 11th? And he's still on for a P5 finish, which is pretty good going. I think he's played a bit of a blinder with the strategy as well today. But yeah, the track's beginning to dry out once more. It's definitely making, you're noticing that rear end instability just a little bit. But as long as we just keep it on the island, this will probably be one of the toughest race wins I've ever had on F1 25. In terms of just keeping the car, for the most part, in one piece. With everything that's gone on in this race, with so much changeable weather, it has just been one of those races where you've got to keep your head down. You cannot lose focus for even a moment. You've just got to stay out of trouble. AI is set to 110. I only ever race 110 AI on this game. So yeah, we can pull away from Yuki in some places, but he's definitely a bit quicker than us at the moment, for the most part. I think we're kind of back in the window where the Sauber's car, especially with the rear wing damage, is definitely not as quick as a lot of other machines. But strategy ultimately can make so much of a difference. And it most definitely has today.
Great stuff, mate. You hit the
2
target
more
well
laps
there.
to go
Nice
from
one.
Singapore.
A long way to go in this race, though, so keep your head down.
And this will probably be the biggest win of this series so far. Singapore is a track where I definitely can win, but I would argue that this is probably the first win we'll get this campaign. I guess maybe the Shanghai Sprint. But the first win this campaign that I really had no right to win. I should never have been this far clear. I mean, we gained a lot, obviously, from the AI pit stops. But to still hold on to such a big lead by the end, I'm very happy with. But it's not over yet. I could well be jinxing myself. As I so often do on this game. But I definitely feel like I'm getting better and better in terms of my consistency. In terms of kind of keeping the concentration up, especially during these longer races as well. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to 2026 though, chat. I'm really looking forward to kind of doing more fun series like this. More streams, more big races, everything like that. And hopefully you guys are going to be with us on the journey. Yeah, Matt is tactical, occasionally. I think most streamers and content creators run 110 nowadays. Oh, that's not a warning. You having a laugh, game? That takes the... I won't say it. Come on, 1 more lap to go though, Marina Bay. Honestly, kind of weirdly, this race does feel a little bit like it's flown by, no matter how tough it has ultimately been. 62 laps here. I would not have enjoyed this anywhere near as much had I not had chat along for the journey. But Nico Hulkenberg 1 lap away, and what has been a fairy tale season up to this point. 1 lap away from our 5th victory of the campaign, and easily the toughest one that we've had so far. Definitely still don't have a realistic shot at the World Championship, but it's going to cement our advantage over Hamilton and bring us closer to Russell and Oscar Piastri as well. So we could still get P4 at the end of the campaign. Looks like Verstappen, once again, he just keeps doing it. Just keeps outscoring his rivals in Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc. Maybe, just maybe. No, I don't think... We certainly can't finish third. Unless, like, Leclerc or Norris has a complete breakdown in the final few rounds of the season. But, obviously, Singapore, I always feel is a bit of a precursor to those long race weekends towards the end of the campaign. Really, after Monza, every single weekend is brutal. You got Baku and Singapore, two of the toughest street circuits. Kota Sprint, Mexico, Brazil, Vegas is fairly easy. And then obviously Qatar and Abu Dhabi to finish out the campaign. But as the flyaway season kicks off then, here in Formula 1, we have come to Marina Bay. We have battled through rain and shine throughout the 62 laps of this race. Like I said, this has got to be one of the longest races I think I've ever done on this game. I'm so intrigued to see the total race time. But through the final corner, Nico Hulkenberg is going to win yet another race this season. Can I do a celebratory drift? Yes, we can. That is P1.
Oh, you worked hard for that one. Congratulations. Well done.
Oh, that was a tough drive. A really tough drive. I'll be honest as well, chat. I genuinely thought after I got the front wing damage early on that was GG. But luckily it didn't matter.
What a true show of character.
Oh, I am losing my voice. I'm definitely going to have to make a move quite quickly, though. So I need to leave the house in about 10 minutes, so I'll see what the traffic's doing. Let's have a look.
It's what they've all been racing towards, waiting.
Oh yeah, obviously I wasn't expecting it to be raining, so I didn't expect this race to take as long as it has.
It's time to stand on it.
It's saying 23 minutes, so we're all right.
It's victory for the Hulk. Nico Hulkenberg on the top step of the
Is there another track I think we can win before the end of the season? Maybe Vegas. Maybe somewhere that throws up like a really interesting race as well. Kota, I don't think we will. Mexico, I don't think we will. Brazil, potentially, if the weather's a bit unpredictable. We dominated in the GR63 career mode, but it's never a track otherwise I've done that well at. So it's a little bit peculiar.
Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula 1. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula 1 action very soon.
Oh, there we go. 105 minutes of non-stop racing. No safety cars, no red flags, anything like that. But we have done it. P1 here in Singapore. From third on the grid, the three-stop strategy really did come in clutch for us in the end. Verstappen will come through for P2 ahead of Norris and Alonso. George Russell there, brilliant drive from 11th to 5th ahead of Leclerc. Sainz, Oscar Piastri on a 6-stop strategy. That is insane as well. The last driver to finish on the lead lap. And then you can see Tsunoda and Stroll both able to bag a point as well. So... oh, excuse me, yeah, that final pit stop definitely was not worth it for the AI. Liam Lawson, Gabriel Bortoletto, the only true drivers that failed to see the checkered flag. So a disappointing weekend for them. What does that do to our World Championship? Well, it means now Verstappen's 72 clear at the top of the table. Lando Norris, though, back into a lone P2, 7 points ahead of Leclerc. We are 22 behind Oscar Piastri. So maybe, just maybe, we can try and get Oscar by the end of the campaign as well. But, yeah, I guess with the exception of Piastri, if Piastri wasn't there, we'd have 5 drivers from 5 different teams inside your top 5 as well. Doesn't look like there's much movement elsewhere down the order. Doohan, he doesn't gain anything on countback despite a decent drive today. Constructors-wise, McLaren now 28 clear of Red Bull. We are just 6 back now from Mercedes once again, so hopefully we can try and best them by the end of the season. Did someone do a 7 stop? Surely, yeah, look at that. Hamilton did 7. Hamilton and Antonelli did 7 pit stops. That is madness. Absolute madness. Thank you all, though, so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure you leave a like. Get yourself subscribed. And yeah, we'll be back very soon, ready for the US Grand Prix. Oh, there we go, chat. There we go. Like I said, USA, we will be back live tomorrow with that race. So, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, 1 PM UK time. It's probably going to take even longer than this one. So hopefully there'll be plenty of time to kind of hop in and join the chaos as the afternoon goes on. We're 63% now within the team. That's pretty crazy as well. At this stage of the campaign, I'll just have a quick look if there's anything to report on from the team as well. But yeah, like I said, I will have to wrap up the stream quite quickly. Like I said, I've got to go pick up Matt212 as well. I assume there's going to be nothing of note. I think we should be all right. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. That's fine. I'm going to end the short format streams there, though. So thank you, everybody that stopped by on TikTok or YouTube Shorts. Hopefully I'll see you all again tomorrow. And we shall raid someone just quickly over on Twitch as well. Oh, who's live, chat? Anybody live that we know? Anybody live that we love? Hopefully there is. Maybe playing some F1. But yeah, hopefully I see you all tomorrow. Sorry I am having to rush it. I don't like finishing streams like this. We'll raid James. He's doing the 1989 Japanese Grand Prix, apparently. In Grand Prix 2, so hopefully he has fun with that. So I'll make sure I raid James as well. But yeah, thank you, everybody. Apologies, like I said, that I am having to wrap it up very pronto. But hopefully I see you back tomorrow. Yeah, Hulkenberg will be back out at COTA. Stay safe, stay out of trouble. If I don't see you tomorrow, I hope you all have a wonderful new year as well. Look forward to 2026. It's hopefully going to be a big year as well for all of us. But yeah, thank you, everybody. And hopefully I will see you soon.